a beautiful downtown Milwaukee. Meech, it's Monday.
What's the word?
What's the word? How was your weekend?
It was all right.
Man, we was turned up.
I was tired.
Yeah, I bet you was.
Tired.
Meech was the life of the party.
What
Shout out
party?
to the whole Truth Nation, man. We had an incredible weekend at the 90s, 2000s K Cafe. Turned up. They played bow. We was in there bowing.
They needed a surprise. Come on, man.
It was super, super dope. Hey, check this. Life is better with American Family Insurance because when you know you are fully protected, your home, your vehicle, everything you've worked hard to build, you can actually enjoy it. And that's what it's about. Not stressing the what ifs, but moving forward with confidence. American Family agents help you get the right coverage in place so you can focus on your family, your goals, and your dreams you've earned. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly with American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com. American Family Insurance is a proud sponsor of The Truth. Truth Nation, we got some special guests in the building. Meech, who we got in the building?
We got Von Alexander.
Let's go. Who else?
Oh, we got Genesis Renji.
Man,
here.
what?
I was surprised to have him here.
We coming in hot. Coming in hot, fresh off the weekend. Welcome to Tap In with Jazzy and Meech. Thank y'all so much for joining us today. It's an honor. We always want to make sure we have the opportunity to sit down with our people who are homegrown, straight from the crib. How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm wonderful.
Yes, indeed.
It's a nice little Monday.
It is.
Yeah.
It
you
is.
wanted to do on Monday.
Yeah. I mean, it's my only free time, so I'll take advantage.
Yeah. Glad you came.
Thank you
Renji,
so
get on the
much.
mic, man.
Yeah.
Don't be shy, man.
Come
Don't
on.
be shy, bro.
Me. There
It's
we go.
okay. It's
What's
okay.
up, beautiful people?
What's
Thank you
going
so
on?
much. Thank you for joining us, both of you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So let's get right into it. I am familiar with you both, and I've watched your journey throughout the years. But for those who are listening who may not be, give us some background. You know, where you come from, what part of the city, how you got to where you currently are now in your careers.
Von Alexander, I'm just a guy. In my eyes, I'm just a guy who like to play with words and talk over beats, you know. But I'm from the north side of Milwaukee, born and raised here. It's the home. So everything I do is for here, it represents here. I just try to give my perspective of everything because everybody's perspective is different. So I just do what I can to share that in the best way that I can through my art and what I do. So, yeah.
That was a very humble way to put it.
He
We're going to let you
downplaying
slide
it.
right
He-
now,
yeah,
but
yeah,
we're
yeah.
going
got
to pull it up
That's
out of
cool.
you.
No, he down playing. I got it. Hey, man. I'm only here supporting my brother. My brother, Von Alexander, formerly known as Vonnie Del Fresco, is a trailblazer in the city of the Milwaukee hip-hop music scene. If you know the name, you know the face, you know the brand. This is the Pharrell of the rap of my generation.
This guy.
Visually set the aesthetic and the blueprint for a lot of y'all that are coming up behind us and in the same class as us. Has never wasted a bar in any song he's ever written. So, you know.
Oh, thank you.
Well
That's-
put.
that's-
Man,
that's
we
the
got to
man.
get a bomb on
That's the
that
man.
one.
Whatever
Z.
talking I don't do, he
That's
does
the man
it,
right
I
there.
guess.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, Genesis,
Yes, ma'am.
don't downplay yourself.
I'm
Neither.
not.
You
This
trying
ain't
to
about
slide?
yourself.
Look, you
This
trying
is
to slide up
It's not
out
here
of
for
it.
me. What's up, y'all? Genesis Renji, Emmy nominated rapper, producer, engineer from the wonderful city of Milwaukee, East. Shout out to Keith.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Also, you know, very familiar with your journey. I've seen everything you've done in the city as well.
Thank
so
you.
You know that. Yeah, I'm really here because I'm just supporting him. I just tagged along for the day. I ain't want to sit in the house. That's
Yeah,
it.
he was just kicking in.
That's it.
Just
But yeah,
getting
we're
out
here.
the house.
We're here.
Thank
all
you.
good.
Thank you again. Thank you so much, both of y'all. Before we get started, I just want to give y'all flowers and say it's an absolute pleasure again to have y'all here. What Meech and I are trying to do is make sure that we have a platform for people that come from the crib. We all know how this goes. We haven't
Yeah.
really had this opportunity to have a platform. So again, thank y'all so much for joining us today.
I'm grateful to
Absolutely.
be here. Thanks for having me.
Anytime.
Appreciate it, dog. First question, since we getting right into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
The city got talent, man. Am I wrong or right?
Lots of it. A lot of it, actually.
Where do you sit in there?
Where do I sit? What do you mean? What do you mean by it?
He gonna give y'all the
Where do I
politically
sit?
correct
Where do I
answer,
sit?
and I'll
I'm
give you
trying to
and I'll give you the real answer.
You're his
I
interpreter.
feel like I just sit in my own world, you know. I just do what I do. I don't try to mimic. I don't try to fit in. I don't try to overcompensate with my art. I just do what I like to do, and I know I'm good at it, so I just keep at it, keep it pushing.
Like, do you consider yourself in top 5 Milwaukee?
Mount Rushmore.
I'm not usually the person that do the. I don't really toot my own horn
He
too
Mount
much.
Rushmore, man.
But
he Mount Rushmore.
I like to think I'm pretty skilled, pretty high skilled, pretty up there with what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, you so
Yeah.
humble. You humbler than me.
Valid.
Man, he's
That's
too
how I
humble.
sound.
He's too humble. He's too humble. During my stint when I was living in DC, one of my DC stints out there, I did a collaborative mixtape with some producers out in New York, and I went up to their release event that was happening. This is like, I want to say 2015, 2016. So this is peak SoundCloud era, you know. And I'm up there, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you the artist from Milwaukee, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Yo, you know," and they start rattling off some names. They're like, "Yo, you know Von?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's my brother. I'll call him if you want to talk to him." "Oh my God, he's just so amazing, and he's like one of the best." And
I don't get
so,
these stories.
yeah, man, no, he's one of them. He's one of them for sure.
Absolutely. I agree. And
Appreciate that.
I just want to say, on this platform, you don't have to dim your light.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
That's
for
what
real.
I'm trying to get you to.
I don't think I'm dimming my light. I just think, you know, I don't know. Maybe I think of it different than everybody else. You feel me? That might be all.
So what
Well-
you think of it then?
Think about what exactly. We gotta be precise.
Okay, see.
We gotta be
He
precise.
say, "Hey, you gotta
What do you
be
mean by
precise."
I feel like our generation is like the GOATs for real, because we came up in the golden era. We were a part of, obviously, the beginning of the Milwaukee music scene, the middle of it, and now we're adults, the aunties and uncles, so we're experiencing the new,
A new
as well.
horizon, yep.
But I truly believe that you guys, all of us, we have paved the way, and it's important for the reason why I said don't dim it. Like I'm joking, but I'm serious about it, because a lot of the new artists, I feel like they need to know, they have to know
Yeah.
where it started and who played a part in that, because it's a part of Milwaukee's history, the music history, the history overall.
Mm-hmm. So, Von,
Yes, sir.
I don't want no politically
All right,
correct
I got
answer.
you. I got you. I
Give me
got
more.
you. I
Give me
got you.
more. Get
I'll
it.
take the lenses off. I'm sorry. I got you.
Tell us about how you started. You know, how do you get to this point?
How I started, honestly, it started young. I was doing poetry when I was very young. Got introduced to it through school. Had writing prompts, stuff like that. Would always get compliments on it. And then like middle school came. My brother, who was also an artist, his name Major, and he was doing music. So I was always listening to his music.
Wait, which major? Young Major?
Yeah.
We just had Major.
Yeah, that's
Ma-
my big brother.
Yeah.
Yep.
I did not
So,
know that.
Watching him get into it, you know, it's an age gap, so he's older.
Yeah.
So I'm just watching him as a kid, and that kind of just motivated me. And also, I just loved music.
Yeah.
Anywhere it was, I just turn it on. I'm listening. I'm learning lyrics to songs that I like. I'm trying to figure out who's who doing what.
Yeah.
You know, that whole thing, 106 in Park, Rap City,
Yeah.
MTV Jams, VH1 in
The
the
Basement,
morning, all
yeah.
that stuff, you know. So I just was always fascinated by it. So I was like, you know, why don't I try my hand? And that really came once I tapped into the music I really enjoy listening to. So like 7th grade, I got LimeWire. This is when 50 Cent and Kanye West are doing their thing with
Yeah.
the graduation and what was it,
The
Curtis?
Massacre. Oh,
Mhm.
Curtis. Okay.
So I'm like, all right, I got LimeWire. I'm about to just download as much Kanye as I can find and just listen.
Yeah.
And that kind of branched me off to like, oh, he got a lot to say. He's saying a lot.
Yeah.
And for me to be so young, but I'm connecting with what he's saying, because what he's saying isn't, you know, something small. He's talking about real things and issues, things that I've seen on a daily, or, you know, things that I come from. So that just kind of pushed me to practice over beats, practice over songs I would like. And one day I'm like in high school around this time, and my cousin, he got like a studio in his house. It's just a closet, little setup, janky. And I'm going over there after school every day, and I'm just sharing my music on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's nothing crazy, but I'm just sharing it to see, if people will give me feedback.
Yeah.
And one day somebody called me to do a feature. I'm like 16 at the time. So they called me to do a feature. We go to the studio. The engineer happened to be a rapper as well. So I do my verse. I'm in there shaking because it's a booth. You see everybody outside. I'm shaking with a piece of paper in my hand because I was writing at the time. And I come out and he like, how old are you? I'm like, I'm 16. He like, you are good, bro. Like, you should continue to do this. Like, this is something you should do. So since then, I just kind of hit the ground running, wanted to find out what my sound was, what I could bring to the table, get people to learn more about me through my music. So that's just what I've been doing ever since.
It's crazy. I had no idea Major was your brother. Major is a part of my career.
Okay.
He did the hook to She Jazzy, which
most people
blew me
don't know.
up.
Most people do not know that's my brother.
That's dope. I want to ask you something. So I actually started in poetry too, second grade, and I didn't start doing music until seventh grade. But I noticed with me I feel like I had an advantage with doing poetry first because of the wordplay and just the creativity. When you started doing music, did you incorporate or did you look at it the same way as far as how to incorporate poetry or turn the poetry into music?
It just, the way I saw it, I didn't write the raps as poems. Excuse me. But for the most part, I had to learn new ways to channel what I was writing because I didn't know how to deliver poetry. I just knew how to write it.
Gotcha.
So I didn't know how to perform it. I didn't know how to do any of that. So the music is where I could take how I learned how to write and paste it in my mind and then figure it out over a beat or just learn how to deliver the words,
Yeah.
And that just comes from listening and being a student of the music I'm listening to. So at the time, I'm listening to a lot of Lupe Fiasco, a lot of Common, a lot of Kanye, a lot of Jay-Z, a lot of Lil Wayne, especially during that time. So it's just like you're hearing all these different influences. Which one do you want to go with?
Got you.
And I kind of took after more of the Lupe side of things.
Yeah.
Because it's just the way he connected words, and I was like, okay.
So would you say those are your top 4 to 5 artists that inspired you?
Yeah, I would say that, yeah. As a rapper, as an artist, yeah, for sure.
I can see that.
Yeah.
It
makes more sense.
It do.
Yeah. So I try to embody all of that with everything I do. Even though now I'm a bit more experimental with my sounds as to where, like, I just want you to get a fresh listen every time you hear me. I don't want to hear somebody listen to me and they go, oh, it sounds like this or sound like that. I want you to know that what you're getting is authentically what I've put together,
Absolutely. Do not touch that dial. We got to go to break to pay some bills. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler, Digi Meech. We got Von Alexander and Genesis in the building. Stay tuned, 101.7 The Truth.
Live the high life this summer and enjoy every moment with the champagne of beers. Miller High Life. If you've got the time, they've got the beer. Celebrate responsibly. 2026 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Don't let summer pass you by. Turn it all the way up at Summerfest. The music, the moments, the memories you'll replay all year long. Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance, June 18th through July 4th. Get tickets now at summerfest.com.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is, my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakovic, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
'Cause remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler, Digi Meech. We are live and direct at the American Family Insurance Company, Meech.
What's the word?
Studio, I'm sorry, Meech. What's the word? What we got in the building?
The word is Von Alexander.
Yeah.
Today. You know what I mean?
Genesis, Rengie. They in the building, man. It's going down.
We in the building like yin and yang.
Great way to start Monday. So, do you believe that Milwaukee overall is finally receiving the recognition we deserve when it comes to the music industry?
I think we've been getting recognition. I just think it's been a slow burn. Like, year by year, more and more is happening, more and more is getting done.
Yeah.
And more people are getting visible and in the spotlight. But I think the light has always been there, even like, you know, in the blog era. It was a lot of us who was just on blogs, running around on the internet, and that did a lot. You know? So, you know, it's just, I feel like we just continuing to break barriers and kick down doors. So that's all we got to do, really.
Yeah.
Do you listen to any Milwaukee artists?
I do. I listen to a few. Yeah.
Ooh.
Y'all want names?
Yeah, we want names.
Yeah, we need to know.
This might as well just be like a shout out. So like, shout out, of course, Genesis Rengie. Shout out Emmett James, Moody. If you don't know Moody, Beast.
Yeah.
Tyso Supreme, Cam. I got a long list. I don't know how long.
It's
I
okay,
could go.
keep going.
Cam, Tyso Supreme. Who else I listen to? Mo City, Paper Stacks. They just dropped something nice, by the way. Who else? I might blank. My homie D Fresh, of course. That's who I started with. So I gotta shout the guy out, you know. But yeah. I'll keep the list right there for now. Right there.
Dope. How do you feel about working with the younger artists?
I feel great about it. You know, I feel like it keeps you on top of your game, you know. So, and it's always nice when somebody know who I am.
Yeah.
Because me, I don't view myself as like old or nothing like that. So, but then I get reminded like, hey, that's a whole different generation under us right now that might not know you. And if they do, you should actually be grateful for that, because that just means you making the moves that need to be made for people to, you know, recognize you when you out or when they hear your music. So I just appreciate all of it. I appreciate every aspect of it.
Yeah. So how important is it to keep your brand and the consistency through today's music in Milwaukee?
Even just outside of Milwaukee, just making sure you staying consistent with your messaging and your brand is important, because we live in a time where people can fall off you at the click of a button, at the swipe of a thumb. So I say, whatever you doing, make sure you putting your strongest like presentation out.
Yeah.
Because the person that don't know you, they got to scroll past you at some point.
Yep.
And when they do, it's about what they see. And they not seeing something that catch their eye, how do you expect to stay around, you know?
The transition, like thinking about back when I was doing music, which was I think the only social media was Facebook. Like pre-Instagram, pre-Twitter, all of that kind of stuff. And thinking about how I was as an artist versus, I'm not active as an artist right now, but I could be. And the ideas that I have is completely different from then. How do you view yourself as an artist growth-wise from who you were when you started versus who you are now?
The way I see it is just we get older and our perspectives change, what we think about change, what we're attracted to changes, the things that pull us in the universe, all of that changes. So it's just like, how are you bringing in your current life with what you're creating?
Yeah.
And I try to keep that in all my music. Like, I took a 4-year gap after COVID, and I just was taking the time to live, you know, and next time I got in the booth, the music is completely different. It's a different change of tone, a different technique, skill, everything, you know.
Yeah.
So I just try to make sure I'm putting my best foot forward in that, because looking back, yeah, I got some cool songs, but today I listen to what I'm doing and I'm like, that guy
even better.
That guy back there,
Yeah.
I don't know if he got anything on what I got going on right now, you know.
The glow up.
Yeah, exactly.
So the influence in music, right? We got the youth and we got, you know, the Milwaukee culture music in a sense. Do you feel like the music you make is getting left behind based on what's getting pushed to the forefront?
Not at all. It's enough to go around for everybody.
Yeah.
I feel like there's an audience for everything. There's an audience for every sound that there is in Milwaukee. It's just about finding your audience, getting in tune with what you got going on. If you stand with what you got going on, the people that rock with you, they're going to come. That's just automatic. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. I don't think I get left behind or nothing. I don't even think of music in that way, because I just like to produce and put it out there and create. Whatever love I get back, I get back. Whatever love I don't, there's just more opportunity to grab, you know. So that's how I see it.
I agree. And I'm glad you said that, because there is a whole nother market that I feel like Milwaukee specifically we don't tap into when it comes to fan base, festivals, universal music, just like the music that you make in general. I feel like people automatically assume that it has to be one way and one, you know, as far as like other artists. So being able to, and it's a risk. Like you have to take a risk making this music and going out performing in front of a completely different crowd coming off of the north side of Milwaukee, right?
Right.
Like, and I know a lot of artists that make music similar to you are independent artists. So with that, like, what is one of the misconceptions you think about being an independent artist?
I think a big misconception about being an independent artist is people making it seem like you really have to go through it alone when you really can just have a community. Like, I have a nice number of artists that I'm in community with.
Yeah.
We share information. We give each other game on different things, pointers, you know. If I see you did something, you posted something, and I'm like, hey, you could do better with this if you do that, you know. It's just that kind of thing. I think we all kind of just help each other out in that way because we're all navigating this space, and we all got different goals and aspirations. So why not push the next person forward no matter what it do? You know, I think it just benefits everybody.
And it's dope because it's living proof. Like, Genesis is here with you.
Yeah.
So, Genesis, from your stance, how important is it to make sure that we show up for our peers, our loved ones when they are, you know, doing music as well? And the reason why I ask is because, you know, back in the day, it was hard. I remember when I was signed to another artist, it was like, it didn't make sense to me because they're going to automatically push their music before mine. Not to say we didn't support each other, but it was a little bit more difficult. So what does it mean to you, and how important is it to show up for your peers?
Wow. That's very loaded for me. That's a very loaded question for me. Just because I've been in the position of showing up for my peers and putting them, I'm not going to say putting them on, but putting them in positions that made the career and the journey a little bit easier. I'm a big fan of nepotism, especially black nepotism. So any chance that I get to make somebody I enjoy or I'm a fan of make their journey a little bit easier for themselves than it was for me, I'm always down for it. I remember, because I mean, we basically are the generation right after y'all, and I remember being at shows and watching artists perform, and then they leave. And then their fan base leave with them.
Yeah.
So,
Now the next person got to perform in front of
7 people.
Room.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so now you fighting to win over the 7 people that stayed. And I'm very picky and choosy about I don't want to say giving the information, but over asserting my wisdom or experience, especially when it's not asked for. Just because I've done that so many times for so many years and it's exhausting. Yeah. But I do know the importance of being able to help somebody avoid a pitfall, but then also just learn some things that they don't know and learn things that they didn't know that they didn't know. Like we had a lot of OGs who didn't give us game, and it was either because they didn't know the game or they didn't want to give it to us.
So I want to piggyback off that. So I want to piggyback off what he's saying by just saying, you know, as an artist, you must be very, very, very picky. Yeah. With how you spend your energy, who you giving your energy out to, who you choose to take advice from matters, who you spend your time around matter. Yes. How you spend your time matter. And I think that artists should be as selfish as they need to be for the sake of their creativity all around. Because you never know. It's all type of people, you know, that might come and want to take advantage or find a way in for their own agenda. So you just got to always be wary of everything.
Yeah, they call them culture vultures.
Yeah, exactly. And I experienced it a lot. Like I had so many people around me when I was younger doing music who I automatically assumed was for me because they came with smiles and fake support. You know what I mean? And really they were sent to sit back and push you, give you the tools you need to self-sabotage. And then when you look up, it's like, I thought y'all was my people. Well,
wasn't expecting that.
You wasn't paying attention. Don't touch that dial. We got to go to break to pay some bills. We got Genesis Rangy in the building, Von Alexander, 101.7 The Truth.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
Denied VA benefits or Social Security disability, hurt on the job or an auto accident? Tayback Law fights for people who deserve better. Veterans benefits, Social Security, personal injury, and workers' comp. They don't stop fighting until you get what you're owed. And you don't pay unless they win. Get Tayback for the payback. TaybackAttorneys.com. That's TABAK attorneys.com.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day, when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
You can't buy a best friend. You can love them, walk them, pet them, and care for them, whether they want you to or not. You can take a picture or 50. You can fly to the moon, travel the world, or just stay in bed. You can't buy a best friend like that, but you can adopt one. There are millions of pets waiting for a best friend just like you. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way.
improving lives so everyone can thrive. Where more people can gain access to healthcare and nutritious food for their tables. Where more community members can benefit from financial education and get connected to local resources for housing support. And where children are given more chances to reach their full potential. Community is where we find our strength and where we share our hope. United is the way. Visit unitedway.org.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi Meech. You are officially tapped in. Meech.
What's the word?
We talking. We talking.
We got some Milwaukee artist royalty in here.
Yes, indeed. So before we went to break, we were talking to Genesis and Von Alexander about giving advice and being picky on who you offer assistance to. Just because, like you said, it does become tiresome. Like sometimes you can want more for someone than they want for themselves. And then it's like you give them the advice and they do the complete opposite of the advice that you give them. But it's something you also mentioned too that I wanted to touch on when you talked about doing it on your own and learning how to do it on your own. That's always been my skill sets. Because I come from poverty, because I didn't have the financial means to do things, I would just learn how to do stuff on my own, whether it's my hair, whether it's music, whatever the case may be. But to that point, I think what that did for people like us who have done that is molded us into becoming independent artists. When you learn how to teach yourself and get it on your own, it's easier to build out your team and everything else. And now you aren't dependent on a system to get to where you need to be.
Yeah, most of that information you just hold close because you don't work so hard to get it yourself.
Man,
and you like Genesis said, do I really want to get this information? It took me so long.
And that's
to
the
get
thing too, because one of the homies was joking and called me a gatekeeper, and I'm like, I know gatekeepers. I'm not a gatekeeper.
Right.
The information keeper, maybe.
not even. I'm just not going out of my way to give you information that you don't even know you want, or you might not even know you want it. You might not want it at all. So it's like there was a period of my life where I would go out of my way to tell, hey, you should do this or you should do that, and that's not for me to do. Yeah. So if you come to me and ask, for sure I'll give you the answers.
Yeah, that's the position.
It ain't hard to find the answers. Most people just don't want to look.
Yeah, like especially now that Google's out here,
Man,
So
what?
it's like
I don't even want to Google nothing no more.
Yeah, you don't even want to Google nothing. You just want
the best thing you could do. Play like you don't know nothing at all.
Yeah.
And they know you know something though.
I tried that. It don't work no
more. They know you know something. The most successful you've been, they know you know something.
It just be luck. That's just luck on my side. That's all that is.
And two, you
Look
have
at God.
to. It used to be a flaw of mine. Like I used to always feel like whatever, even really up until recently, I used to feel like whatever resources I had, I got to bring it back home and give it to everybody, right? And then it's like, man, that blessing wasn't even for them.
I was dealt a hard lesson in that. Connects that I had made on my own, and stuff like that. I started seeing flourish in other spaces close to home as well, where it's just like, I introduced this person to this person. Now I'm out the picture now.
Yeah. Welcome to the club, man. Sit down right next to me. Come on now.
Man.
That's what's goes.
Hey, if that's what you want to do, go for it. I'm still over here.
Sometimes, oh my bad, go ahead.
It's okay.
I was going to say sometimes they feel like they could pretty much get over on that person more than you, to where that's why they get that opportunity
that as well,
first.
Yes. What is some of the mistakes that you feel like Milwaukee artists continue to make, like that we haven't learned from yet?
The world is bigger than home. Like,
yes.
If your goal is to be a superstar, if your goal is to get out into the world, I think too many artists put too much, what's the word I'm looking for? Emphasis, yeah, on blowing up at home.
Yeah.
That's going to come on its own. It's going to come when it comes.
Yeah.
Because guess what? The world blow you up. What you think they're going to do at home?
Yep.
They're going to rep you even harder than everybody else did.
Yeah.
So it's just like, if you got to move. If you got to take a chance somewhere else, take a chance somewhere else. You ain't got to perform in the city all the time. You could go somewhere. Make it happen to you. Make it happen for yourself.
Yeah, you need to.
Because when you come home, guess what? We gonna know who you are. We gonna be right there waiting on you.
Yeah, first it used to be like, you know, you go somewhere and pop, and then they'll jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
That's just a part of the local thing, though. Like, you know, sometimes I always say it like this because I went through this phase where I felt underappreciated as an artist, but I had to realize, like, these people see me all the time. They not gonna see what I'm like. I see what I'm doing is something crazy. So sometimes if somebody too close, it's gonna be hard for them to see exactly what they looking at.
Yeah.
And then you take that step back, they don't get to see it up close no more, and then it's presented to them, and now their whole perception different on what they were looking at.
Yeah.
Now they see you for all the glory that you got and all the like talent you possess.
Yeah.
And it just be like that sometimes. Even your friends might miss out. Like your friends might not even know just how dope you are.
Yep.
Until the world show them like, hey, the person you've been kicking it with is really like one of them. You know.
Yes,
like,
indeed.
But it just be like that.
I think a lot of times too, what I've learned when I used to do music was majority of the people here have never been outside of Milwaukee.
That's a fact.
So they don't know
too.
how to celebrate you on a worldly, a global level because all they know is what they've seen in you, you know, with you being around the crib. So, and I used to think the same way, like everybody jump on the bandwagon, and a lot of them do, but you know, I've learned to just give them grace because they don't know. They're not leaving up outside of here like that. And it shouldn't be that way because if you could support someone that's not from here, you should be able to support, you know, someone that is
especially
from the
if they're
crib.
good. Especially if you know that they're talented.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's some people who see talent as a threat.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
you never know.
Absolutely. Sometimes you can walk around and remind people that they aren't doing their best just by simply doing your best. And that triggers, you know, a lot of people.
And guess what? You not doing your best ain't my fault.
What? Come on. Come on now.
If you like what I'm doing, just like what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
It ain't got to compare. Comparison is the thief of joy.
Absolutely. So one of the things, again, that we try to do is make sure we give our people a platform because majority of the other platforms are strictly based off of what's already happening. So it's important for us to highlight you all. And we wanna play one of your songs, Save Money. Can you introduce this record for us?
Ooh, Save Money. This is one of my personal faves. A lot of my friends' faves, other rappers' faves song, you know. It was one of the first songs I wrote for my latest release, September. And I just wanted to step into a new groove, a new vibe, test myself with a different limit of songwriting. And I think that's what I did. Did it without cursing, and it still got through.
Yeah.
It's very gorgeous. That's how I see it.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. Let's get into it.
Look, said a prayer to my God, and he replied, I had to decide, stand up and provide. If I wanna change lives, I need to open my mind from what I had to survive. Gravity to defy, eyes that I defy. 1 foot in the fire, playing ready to die. I was ready to fly, had to open my eyes. I wasn't scared of the height. I'm just landing different planes like a flare in the night. I know you can tell that I'm changing. I would be ashamed if I stayed the same. Want it all, then you gotta make arrangements. Money or the fame, everything we gain. Make money, make money, make money. Take money, take money, take money. Save money, save money, save money. Save money, save money, save money. Me and Jace coming down in tinted Beamers, trying to fill my pockets till I break a femur. Stepping cleaner than the carpet cleaned by Stanley Steamers. It ain't nothing meaner than my demeanor. Throw it back, she gon' catch it like a wide receiver. On my soul, if she ain't gold, then I can't retrieve her. My special teamer, might as well leave her. Baby, come and follow me, look like you need a leader. I know you can tell that I'm changing. I would be ashamed if I stayed the same. Want it all, then you gotta make arrangements. Money or the fame, everything a game. Make money, make money, make money. Take money, take money, take money. Save money, save money, save money. Save money, save money, save money.
One on 1.7 The Truth. That was Vi Alexander with Save Money.
An exclusive.
Who did that beat?
A homie of mine named Ace Jack. He's out of Texas.
That's what I asked him.
Somebody I connected with through the internet, SoundCloud, and now we just kind of building our own little ecosystem right now.
Listen, first of all, I almost wanted to run that back. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's the joint. That's that joint that makes you want to rap, right?
Yeah.
Even if you don't know how to rap.
Huh?
It makes me want to rap. Right?
That's a good beat. That's a good beat.
It
That's
is.
what good beats do.
Yeah, so when you plan on releasing, man?
Right now, like September, that's a project that dropped last September. I just kind of put it out there, let it sit. So I'm spending the next year kind of just rolling out videos, visuals, performing the songs, you know, slowly building it to be more while I work on something new over here. I ain't gonna give up too much info. I ain't even started recording yet, but I'm always working on new music, new ideas. Trying to figure out a new way to get my point across, a new angle I could take, a new way to rebrand myself, you know. That never stops. So.
Yeah. Do you feel like Milwaukee need more artists, more media platforms, or infrastructure? And the reason why I say it is because, again, I feel like we've been stagnant when it comes to supporting homegrown. Everything is always based off of what has been done and not what needs to change so that we can revolutionize the media, right? You guys need a platform. You guys need certain things that we've never had. So do you feel like, I personally believe there's more artists. We have enough artists. I believe that we need more platforms and infrastructure. What's your take on it?
I would say more infrastructure and platforms, sure. I think we need more platforms that, like this, that are very individual to themselves, where they're not, you know, using another platform's way of posting or producing content and trying to make it their own. I want to see more unique platforms in the city. I also think that we need more venues for artists to utilize. We have a few venues that work out for us, but we always at the same venues. You know? And it's only so many times artists want to perform the exact same venue every month.
Yeah.
You know, how are you going to reach a new audience if I'm at a venue that I'm always at? I'd rather be where new faces go, where, you know.
Yeah.
Or something new.
Or like how you expect to reach a new audience or influence the audience when you're not getting the opportunity to be on these platforms.
Too.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Shout out to the chat. Rendition said, artists' biggest problems in Milwaukee itself is the national problem as it pertains to image. Milwaukee still seen as the happy days, beer drinking, dairy state. Trying to crack the dairy state national image worldwide will take several more generations. You know, to a certain degree, I truly believe that we have already moved past that mark. We've been moved past that mark nationally, but I just believe that we're behind still infrastructure-wise because we're still operating in old systems and we're not catching up to the new culture. We think we are, but we really aren't. And platforms like this and the music that you guys make is what's going to break those barriers. You know what I mean? And it's necessary. And I'm glad that y'all came on. Like your artistry, both of you guys, is like, I know you say we are technically the generation before you, but y'all was so young doing it that it don't seem that way. To me, y'all are our peers. You know, y'all was getting it in right alongside of us as well. Do not touch that dial. We got to go to break to pay some bills. We are live and direct. Tap in with Jazzy and Meech 101.7 The Truth.
Make your home and family safer by properly getting rid of nasty chemicals and fire hazards. MMSD's Home Hazmat program offers 3 drop-off centers that are open all year long. It's fast and easy. You don't even have to get out of your car. And it's free to visit the drop-off. Lithium-ion batteries, old gas, propane tanks, they take all of that and more. For a list of things you can and cannot bring, locations and hours, go to MMSD.com. Milwaukee County residents only. No businesses.
Are people around me safe when I vape? Science does not support that belief. Exhaled vape emissions linger in the air, affecting indoor air quality and bystanders in the same space through secondhand exposure. Vaping emissions can also accumulate on clothes, hair, dust, and furniture, leading to exposure risks to bystanders of all ages. And vaping around a pregnant person can lead to serious health impacts on fetal and childhood development. Enough with the puff. Learn more at ul.org/vaping.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Don't act like that. Don't wear that. Don't think that. I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different. And I want you to know that you can be vulnerable and powerful. That taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love and who loves you. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
Rally to Read!
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi Meech. We are live and direct with Von Alexander and Genesis Renji. Listen, that save money. Y'all about to bring me out of retirement, boy. I tell you, fire. So what's next? I know you mentioned you got a show on the 26th.
Yeah, we got a show next week on the 26th at Cactus Club. If you ain't got nothing to do, the night of the 26th, come down, good vibes only. Von Alexander going to be performing along with a nice lineup of other artists from Milwaukee, all putting on, all doing a great job, you know.
What time is the show?
For something different. I think it started at 10 p.m., so it's a late show. Whatever you doing, if you already outside, come outside.
Yes, indeed. Drop your social media handles. Give us some shout-outs.
Oh, yeah. If you're looking for me, Von Alexander, VONALXNDR, less vowels. But yeah, on all platforms, you know, that's how you can find me, Von Alexander, the full thing, on all streaming websites, YouTube, everything like that. Go listen in September. Go listen to Heathen, 2 back-to-back projects that dropped within the last year. So yeah, tap in if you can. Tap in. That's what we're here for.
Yes, indeed.
Appreciate you.
Yes, indeed. Genesis, what you got up? What you working on? You always working on something.
Too much and not enough at the same time.
Right.
We got a lot going on. Lord have mercy. I'm gonna be at Cactus Club on the 28th for the Milwaukee record. WNBA halftime performance. They doing a watch party of the WNBA game that's going on that day. I'm gonna just be messing around and practicing some new unheard records, so y'all can come and watch me rehearse.
Yes,
what we got going on? Back at Cactus on July 8th. We got some artists out of Minnesota and Cali that are on tour right now, so they're making a stop in Milwaukee. So July 8th at 7 p.m. we'll be at Cactus Club. July 19th, Mehmet Gov with Naisha carving a stone for her book giveaway. I'll be doing a performance there, and we'll be passing out books to the youth. We're giving away 300 books.
Shout out to Naisha. Yeah. I watch her journey too, man. Yeah, it's incredible.
She be cooking.
Yeah.
I got a project coming out in July, Drunk Text. And
that's yeah.
And a couple more singles coming because I got a couple more placements. So just more money, more music.
I know that's
more
and
nonsense.
what you hearing between us is the contrast of a homebodied introvert and a Gemini.
I'm a Gemini. Oh, and my birthday tomorrow. Gang.
Oh, happy birthday!
Gang.
Oh, wait, you got the same birthday as Tupac?
Yeah, I'm crazy.
Oh, come on, man. No. Come on, man. Yeah.
Twinsky.
Yeah, okay.
But I mean, I'm sure I'll be back up here way before all these other things I've announced, but we got a lot going on. Milwaukee's doing great. I want to piggyback off of the thing that the city is missing is we need more imagination and more implementation of the things that we're learning. A lot of people got the knowledge and don't do nothing with it.
Absolutely.
And then the folks that are comfortable here, they just got to use their imagination a little bit more to, try some new experiences. That's it, man.
And I would say to the people on the receiving end to trust that when we had a Shell White on here Friday, and she was talking about the work that she does, and she puts on these seminars and events for people to learn the business, but people don't show up. And it's like, you have to, at some point, you have to trust your people at home that we're going to give you the right information and that we want to help you so that we all can get to where it is that we're trying to go.
Yeah, definitely.
What advice do you guys have? So if you aren't aware, a big part of this is also providing a platform for the youth, right? I do music. I'm the lead producer and educator at Howard Fuller Collegiate Academy for Notes. So a lot of my students come on here, or they listen in, and then Mech, y'all know Mech, he work with every young artist you could think of in the city. So for the youth who are listening, what is some advice you have as it pertains to your specific genre?
You can't be scared to do it. You got to do it scared. You got to do it alone at times. You just got to do it. And if you're doing it, it's going to happen regardless. That's just how the universe works. You put the actions in, you're going to get something in return.
Yeah.
And if you just stick to your craft, if you want to get better and grow at it, you will reap the benefits of that too. So you just can't be afraid to put your foot in the water,
Yeah, absolutely.
Jump in and swim.
Genesis, what is some ways that my generation, your generation, what can we do to help the youth? Not even just with music, but just overall.
One is providing them with opportunity, especially when we see that they're interested in it.
Yeah.
Opportunity looks differently. It isn't always, let me give you a verse, let me put you on a song. My way of giving back is studio sessions for the youth.
Yeah.
So if I come across you want to record, I got an hour or two I can give to you. Make sure you bring your parent. We can do that. And then also just instilling the knowledge in them that we've learned and not being like the people who didn't give us the information. And then just pushing them in the right direction. Even when I go talk to kids, I tell them all the time, don't be a rapper. You don't want to do it, bro. But I joke about it, but it's really, I tell everybody learn the business. Like,
yes,
the creativity is 9 times out of 10 the thing that drew you to it all. And, that's just your inner child finding its way to express itself. So you're going to always be creating.
Yeah.
You need to learn the business so you're not over here being taken advantage of. I'm tired of hearing about people saying they signed a bad deal. People have been signing bad deals for decades. Y'all still ain't learned. So,
and there's so much information out here.
ChatGPT right there. That ain't your lawyer, but you ain't got no excuse either at this point.
And don't give up on your dream, no matter what, right? Like Mech and Z been in here trying to Mitch been trying to get me to rap it, and I sent him a voice note last night.
Yeah, I got something for you, Z.
I sent him a voice note last night, so I think
how
the
that
dreams, y'all inspire me. I found out y'all was coming on the show. I was like, you know what? TT might have to get back up out here. Thank y'all so much for coming in again.
Thanks for letting me crash.
We gonna pop out on the 26th at the Cactus Club to go and support Vaughn. We're gonna pop out and support you too, Genesis.
Not too much going on.
We're gonna bring y'all back, follow up with y'all. Again, any support we can provide y'all, we always here.
Yeah, I appreciate my boys for coming.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for joining us today. Do not touch that dial. We got to go to commercial break to pay some bills. We are live and direct. Tap in with Jazzy and Meech, 101.7 The Truth.
What a shame. I heard my brother causing wreck. Geeked up off coffee beans and talking out they neck. What you mean that you the king? You ain't crowned but deep. Tooting they own horn. That's that jazz cavities. Who the f*** he think he talking to? Spilling water by the verses, about to mop them too. Treat them like a gallery. I hang them and then walk them through. Trying to prove a point. Got some jazzy joints. Not enough door knockers full. That ain't hitting like mine hitting. I'm like Mech, you like Chris, your ain't spinning how mine spinning. I may eat it, you believe it. My type sinning ain't your sinning. I'm like Brady, you like Peyton. Your type winning ain't my winning.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance. Because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Dreaming of owning your first home? Don't settle for a fixer-upper. Build a brand new home with Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity. They partner with first-time buyers to make home ownership possible with little to no down payment and a team that's on your side every step of the way. Even if you're just starting to explore what's possible, they're here to help you take the next step. If your household earns between $55,000 and $90,000 a year, you may qualify. Visit MilwaukeeHabitat.org to learn more.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age, everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom? She started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Milwaukee Black Talk on 101.7 FM.
The Truth.
And 1510 AM. W269DL. Milwaukee. A Milwaukee Black media company.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler, Digi Meech. We are live and direct at the American Family Insurance Studio. in the heart of beautiful downtown Milwaukee. Happy Monday, Milwaukee.
What's the word?
We're coming off of an amazing interview with Genesis Renji and Von Alexander.
Yeah.
Man, first and foremost, I know that there's such a drought on music like that, especially from Milwaukee. So it actually feels good to sit down and listen to that and talk to artists like that. Shout out to them and all of the work that they put in. Man, amazing.
Yeah. Well, so the weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on.
We know it's a lot going on. I mean, I feel like we could touch on a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The Carmelo Anthony thing.
Yeah.
I feel like we could touch on it a bit. It's been a full week of seeing how everybody feel. How you feel about it?
Honestly, I feel how I feel about any situation that happens when it comes to our young black men. Me personally, I think I'm just tired of feeding into it. Like, you understand? Like, it's so much of it to the point where it's like, at what point do we
stop talking about it?
Stop. And just actions.
Well, like, what we doing here?
I'm okay with supporting actions like I have done my entire career in life, but constantly highlighting the negative state of our young black men is not helping. It's actually feeding into the media's propaganda.
Yeah, because I could walk outside right now in the neighborhood downtown that I don't belong in. So if they feel like I don't belong here,
yeah,
nigga be me.
Exactly.
And then what we gonna do? Talk about it tomorrow?
And the thing with that too is we have to be mindful of what we put out into the world. You know, as far as what we speak, what we manifest.
Yeah, you stay on the same topic, it continues to happen.
We are in a city where we see firsthand numerous of Carmelo Anthony's, right? And it becomes so depressing. And yes, we know that this is an issue that we have to deal with continuously. We've been dealing with it for generations and centuries. But I think that us as a people, when we are in the position to speak on something, we should not be feeding and catering to what the media who is using this story, the media platforms that are utilizing this story to build it up and persuade people to think a certain way. We have to change that. We have to figure out a way to change it, because us sitting back talking about the same thing pertaining to the same cases is not solving the problem. What's solving the problem is you going to talk to your child or someone in your city to prevent situations like that from happening. Mm-hmm. That's solving the problem, not your opinion about what should have happened, what could have happened, because it already
even
happened.
What happened if you wasn't even there?
My heart goes out to him, and my heart goes out to
the
parents, because I have a son. You understand?
I mean, on both sides, though.
Yeah, on both sides.
These are, your kids got into it.
Yeah.
Now the parents is getting into it based on
right.
And none of them was there.
I'm just not into rage bait. I feel like sometimes when we deal with certain situations, it's like it take away from, like, there's so many platforms that talk about the negative and the bad, and it's so depressing.
I mean, because as a black man, can't nobody say nothing to make me feel safe.
Talk about it, Meech.
I mean, we can talk about it, but it ain't nothing gonna make me feel, like I said, I could walk out there right now, it could happen to me.
Yeah.
That's the reality of that situation. It could happen to me.
Yes.
And I know that.
Yep.
So I'm carrying myself like that could happen every moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
our hearts again goes out to both families.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanna talk about something positive, because I get tired of just living in Milwaukee. I get so tired of turning on the news station.
I'm almost getting angry thinking about that.
No, I know. And it's not you, because I know how you feel about it, but there's so many negative things in the media when it comes to our black babies, to the point where it gets frustrated. And there's so many positive things to highlight, such as Jabari from HFCA, who won 3rd place in track. This boy is fire, right? Like, amazing. And these are stories that I feel like we should highlight, not us just specifically, but just as a community. We should make sure we work towards highlighting these things, you know, a little bit more. Yeah, but again, that's
so how can we make sure we highlight those things?
By using our platforms correctly. That's how. We have to. You have to be willing to go against the grain if you want to completely change how the outlook of things. I just feel like we have to be positive. We have to do the work. Less talk and more work.
But
you know?
For the people that's like, you know, they looking or listening for that information.
Yeah.
And then they don't get it. Or that's what they following in the community.
Yeah.
Or, you know, as much as it's stuff happening, you know, they feel like that should be the more that get that word out more.
So
what's happening.
My advice would be not to focus so much on other people's issues. You're going to naturally feel away, but we have stuff going on in our own backyard that no one is talking about or working towards that we need to deal with before we get to hopping on a bandwagon to talk about something else. And I've always stood by that as an advocate in the community. There's a lot of Carmelo Anthony's. There's a lot of different things happening to our people here that we need to focus on as well. And back to the positive note, right? We got a special guest in the building. Meech, who we got in the building today?
DJ Mondo.
What's the word? What's up?
Welcome.
You got something going on at Summerfest?
Yeah,
every year.
Whole lot. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Every year. Welcome to Tapped In. Thank you so much for joining us today. For those who are new to you and your brand and who you are, can you give us a little background on what you do, where you grew up?
Yeah, well, thanks for having me, first of all.
Absolutely.
And, I'm DJ Mondo, and I grew up in Tulsa, Milwaukee area, and I DJ, curate events, you know.
The biggest event.
Okay, hold on. So
you know,
what we're not going to
humble.
do
You know
is just get past the resume, right? What do you DJ? Where do you DJ?
So if I'm going to glaze myself, then it's like, you know, I throw the biggest events in Wisconsin. Started out doing clubs and then turned into concerts. You know, I've worked with Lil Uzi, Playboy Cardi, 21 Savage, Bad Bunny, and then a lot of sports DJing and sports hosting too. So I worked with the Bucks as their in-game MC with Melanie Ricks. She used to be part of The Truth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Wisconsin Badgers. I graduated from the University of Wisconsin, so I was like the guy playing jump around for the stadium, the football games, the basketball games, and then the Packers as well. So, yeah, do a lot of sports, a lot of concerts, get to meet a lot of cool people, a lot of dope artists, people that I personally listen to.
Yeah.
And now I've kind of just not even transitioned really, but I've been focused more on making Milwaukee a destination for other artists. And I feel like Milwaukee's kind of in a renaissance right now where all of our music and all of our artists are starting to blow up, but they're also staying here.
Yeah.
So it's creating a music culture. And I feel like Milwaukee has a lot to offer and a lot of talent that's untapped. And I feel like touring artists skip from Minneapolis to Chicago. And I feel like they shouldn't be skipping over Milwaukee. So it's like, that's what I've been focusing on. I've been trying to contribute to the city's culture in that way and make Milwaukee more of a destination for people.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate you.
So who is Mondo outside of the career? Who are you?
Man, I'm a pretty low key guy. You know, like people that know me from my DJing, they know like it's a lot of jumping, a lot of yelling at people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's high energy.
Yeah.
But off the stage, I feel like the stage is like my most exaggerated self, and off the stage, I talk kind of low. I just keep to myself really. But once it's time to hit the stage, you just kind of flip that switch.
Absolutely.
But,
how did you get to where you are now? Where did it start for you?
So I always had DJing as a hobby, and I would always like just practice. It was just something I would do when I was bored, like just play music, listen to music, and try and mix it in the right way and things like that. And then once I got to Madison, I joined the student radio station, and so I had my own radio show.
Yeah,
playing music, and I was playing music like, you know, we had Chief Keef and like the whole Chicago drill scene was blowing up when I was in school.
Yeah,
and nobody was playing that music where I was at because it was Madison. So it's like, it's a lot of white folks out there, you know what I mean? So like, you know, everybody was real into EDM music and house music, and there was like a whole community of people that wasn't being served, which is hip hop fans.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I was playing I was just playing some Chicago music, some Chicago drill music or something, and I got a call, you know, the request line.
Yeah.
And they was in the jail. They was like, "Hey, bro, we at the county right now. You boy, you going crazy. Just keep playing that." Like, you know, so like, I had people in the jail like listening to me and stuff like that, just like, because I was a late night radio show, so I was on at like probably like 10, 11 at night or something like that. And so it was just me in the studio, just by myself playing music, talking in the microphone to nobody.
Yeah.
Right. But once you get the calls, you realize like it's actually people listening. And so, you know, from that, I started getting tapped in with a lot of the artists that was in the scene. And then from there, I started doing a lot more concert stuff and moving into that realm. And then it turned into the club, and then the club turned into Summerfest. Summerfest turned into just everybody all at once, just kind of, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And then I took that and just never stopped, kept snowballing, and now we're here.
Absolutely. We got a special guest in the building, DJ Mondo. We got to go to break to pay some bills. Do not touch that dial. It's your girl, Jazzy and Mech, 101.7 The Truth.
Live the high life this summer and enjoy every moment with the champagne of beers. Miller High Life. If you've got the time, they've got the beer. Celebrate responsibly. 2026 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Mommy, can I sit in the front seat just this one time? Please, please, please.
No, not yet.
But why?
Because I love you, and you're just not ready yet. Now, get in the back so I can get you in your car seat, please.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at NHTSA.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
For 250 years, our armed forces have bravely served America. Wounded Warrior Project honors that legacy by supporting post-9/11 service members and veterans like Anthony, a Marine who was injured by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan.
They carried me through my injuries, not just my physical, but my mental. And seeing other vets doing the same thing helped me tell myself, hey, you can do this.
Join us in honoring warriors at woundedwarriorproject.org/America.
In the United States, a vehicle is stolen every 31 seconds, about as long as this message. Luckily, you can take a few easy steps to protect your car in the same amount of time. Remove your valuables, roll up your windows, don't leave your car running unattended, lock your doors, and take your keys or fob. If you have information about a crime, call the police. If you suspect insurance fraud, also call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age, everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler and Digi Mech. We are live and direct. 101.7 The Truth invites you to Milwaukee's Juneteenth celebration, proudly supported by Molson Coors. For generations, Molson Coors have been committed to strengthening our communities and supporting cultural celebrations to bring us together. Join us as we honor our past and empower the future at this year's Juneteenth celebration, sponsored by Molson Coors and 101.7 The Truth. It's going down, Meech.
Yeah, DJ Mondo.
It's the word.
Happy Monday. Thank you for joining us.
He said his voice gone.
Mondo
Your
Monday.
voice gone. I can imagine with your career.
Yeah, for real.
So, you've been doing Summerfest for how long?
Every year since my first Summerfest was 2017.
Wow.
2017 was with Kyle and PNB Rock, RIP.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, that was my first Summerfest show.
So tell us a little bit more about what you got going on this year.
So this year, I'm at the AmFam House, which is like, that's where all the headliners do intimate, stripped down versions of their sets. So they'll either do an acoustic set with like a band or, just it's real personal. Instead of like the 10,000, 20,000 person show, it'll be a show of like 300.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that every day, twice a day, because they have different headliners come through, and I play the music before and after the headliners do their show. So that's like awesome, super chill, just, come catch a vibe, have your drinks or something.
Yeah.
And then the big show is with Flow Rida. We're like right before Flow Rida, July 3rd.
Oh, so y'all do y'all thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's where we like, I DJ with a band and dancers, and we got visuals, costumes, like the whole thing.
Yeah, if y'all ain't seen DJ Mondo's show.
Man, the first time, so I was a part of the Wisconsin Festival, bringing it here and helping with that. And that's the first time I seen you perform, and I was like, got it, it's live. For real. Like, between you and DJ Shauna, he's like the mirror version of like the opposite of you. Like, fire.
Yeah.
Fire set, energy crazy. Like, it's one of those type of events where you can bring your friends, your homegirls, and just, you better take an Uber.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we were saying. It's rare that DJs kind of like bring their own crowd nowadays.
Yes.
You know? Or even like you said, perform with a band, perform with dancers, like even have your own set, like performance set as a DJ. Like most of them just playing songs.
Yep.
Talking on the mic. Hey, yo, everybody.
No entertainment.
Welcome to where we at.
You lucky if they talk on the mic.
Oh yeah,
Facts.
nowadays, yeah. I mean, or even like we was saying, me and Z was talking about, DJs barely scratching now.
Yeah. Oh, that's not a thing. I think Styles is probably him and Bizon is like the only two that still do it, which is super dope. What is your favorite genre of music?
I mean, my favorite genre is hip hop, obviously, just because that's what I came up listening to. That's what, that's what we all know.
Yeah.
And there's so many subgenres of hip hop too. Like, you got Southern hip hop, you got East Coast boom bap, you got West Coast, like the Bay Area, but Milwaukee hip hop is on right now. And for anybody that's been listening, like the old days, like Munch Lauren, Bankhead, R.I.P., like Chicken P when he was first coming back or first coming out, like Lil Chicken and Big Jig, R.I.P. Like there's so much culture in Milwaukee that I feel like is just now. We always knew about it, but it's just now starting to reach everybody.
Yeah.
And that makes me happy to see, just as a fan, as a listener, but also as a contributor to the culture. Is amazing watching your own city kind of have its moment.
Yeah.
And we just got to keep that moment going for as long as we can. But other than hip hop, I feel like hip hop is an obvious answer, but I feel like if you go overseas and you travel to other big markets and big cities, hip hop of the world is Afro beats and Amapiano, Afro house. Like, you go anywhere outside of the country, that's what people are listening to, and it's just an immaculate vibe. Like Afro beats, Afro house, that whole style, it just makes you feel like you just rich and on vacation.
Yeah.
And you couldn't possibly be mad about anything because listen to the music.
Yeah.
Look at the women, they dance. We got drinks in our hands, like the linen shirts, it's just by the beach, right? That's just how I feel. Yeah. So that's my.
So how long is the set that you're gonna be on at Summerfest for?
So each set that I got, so I do every day, twice a day at the AmFam House. Those are each an hour long, from 12 to 1, and then 6 to 7. And then the Flow Rida show, July 3rd, that's from 8:15 to 9:15, so another hour. But that's gonna be like the power hour. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where we get everybody dancing, everybody singing. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. So, the youth, right? Music industry. Everyone wants to pretty much rap or sing.
Yeah.
There's a selective few who are actually training to be DJs or to go into that direction. What can we do to pique the interest of the youth to where we can pull them more into it? And the reason why I say that is because whether you are an athlete or an entertainer, the DJ is probably the most important person at the event because you dictate the mood. Everywhere you go, whether it's a club, whether it's an arena, everything is based off of you. So if you play a specific type of music, you're going to get a specific type of reaction. And we all know that certain music have influences, a certain influence on the youth. So how can we get those who are interested in music to kind of come more so over to the DJ side and push them in a way to where they can understand that they have the power through that position to influence their peers?
I mean, I feel like the barrier to entry, just in all avenues, whether it's, you know, music and recording or DJing, I feel like the barrier to entry is so low now, so it's really easy to get started. But as far as like actually getting interested enough to start, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like DJing is seen as like a party thing. So you're not gonna, I feel like people are not really gonna advertise it. People, when you think DJ, you think the club.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like you're not gonna introduce the club to like a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Right. So I think you have to make it less of a money thing and more of an art form, in a sense where it's like you listen to music and you consume music. So how are you gonna, you know, it could be like curating playlists, you know, just starting them early, like, yo, like curate your playlist and figure out how you can go from this song to this song. Like, I feel like the three things in DJing, right? You need crowd control, you need to mix the music, and then you have to select the music that you're mixing.
Yeah.
And for the youth, like, they're all listening. I mean, in class, they're listening to music, you know what I mean? So figuring out how to, who can make the best playlist for the best vibe or give a different situation, right? Like, what are we playing at the beach? What are we playing in the car? What are we gonna play
at a
party, at a wedding, at you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the, if you're going through a heartbreak, what songs are you playing? What songs are you listening to? If you crying, you just gonna cry harder, right? If you angry, what type of songs are you gonna be listening to if you angry? So that's kind of how it started for me. Is like I would just, you know, I would burn CDs and put CDs together of just different moods that I had, so that I would know whatever I was feeling, I would have music to go to that I could play for them situations. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I feel like that's an easy enough way, because you can do it all for free.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be listening to the music anyways, so just kind of make a game out of it or challenge yourself in a way where it's like, what can I listen to? But then as far as that, then it's like, the other thing for me is I didn't really have any DJ influences growing up or throughout my career. There was no DJ that was like, I want to DJ because of this DJ, or I want to be like that. That's the golden standard for my career. It was all the artists, and I was like, yo, I like this artist so much till I'm playing his music all the time, and so when I'm DJing, I'm playing this artist's music. Right?
What's your top 5 artists of all time, dead or alive?
Top 5 all time?
All time, any genre. Well, so we'll break it down to hip hop, right? There.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny because I feel like you got Drake, but he's so catastrophic till it's like, okay, Drake, and then your top 5.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm
okay.
Oh my God.
Because it's like he got music for everything.
Yeah,
like,
no,
that's a fact. He do.
He got there's nobody on this planet where it's like, do you know who Drake is? And they go like, nah, I don't know. Like,
the Thank Me Later is like, kind of.
And people be talking like he ain't got bars. He got bars. I could talk about it forever.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna do that. So I feel like you got Drake. Are we talking like the best or the people that I just listen to the most?
Right.
Just the people
I listen to. So I got Future, Lil Wayne. There's no particular order. Future, Lil Wayne, Sada Baby, Chicken Pea, and there's so many people I was listening to. Man. There's so many people I was listening to. I feel like Southern rap in like the early 2000s was just insane. Yeah. And you had so many of them. Like you had T.I., you had Ludacris, you had David Banner, you had
Jeezy,
Boosie, Webby.
Yep.
Gucci. Like it was just so many of them.
Yeah. Everyone you mentioned has created or have been a part of this creating this generation of music for sure.
I think for my fifth spot though, just from my own personal listening, just as a kid, it probably have to be Soulja Boy.
So, how old are you?
32.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Like
people don't understand. Like Soulja Boy contributed so much.
He did,
and like, I mean, he was right at the cusp of the internet.
Yeah,
and he was the first one to figure out the internet.
Yeah,
and that's how he ran up all his money.
Yeah.
And like
I agree.
Yeah, and the ringtones too, because we had the ringtones for sure on flip phones.
What do you always say? The first rapper.
Yeah.
$1 a ringtone ran up like 7 million off of ringtones, and then LimeWire downloaded music illegally, and you would try and get like a pop song like Beyonce or something. Yeah. It would be a Soulja Boy song, just him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was crazy. Things that he was doing was crazy.
We got to go to break to pay some bills. Do not touch that dial. Jazzy and Meech 101.7 The Truth.
At UW-Milwaukee, students don't have to wait until college to start building their future. Roar Ready lets students K through 12th grade join in hands-on programs across campus. From science and tech to arts, sports, and more, students try new things, meet new people, and build skills that matter. Programs are led by UW-Milwaukee faculty, staff, and current students. And it's easy to register online. Get started today at uwm.edu/roarready. UW-Milwaukee. Roar Ready. Your child's future starts here.
I always had to be so good, no one could ignore me. Carve my path with data and drive. But some people only see who I am on paper. The paper ceiling. The limitations from degree screens to stereotypes that are holding back over 70 million stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time for skills to speak for themselves. Find resources for breaking through barriers at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says,
avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
'Cause remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
On 101.7 FM, this is Tapped In with Jazz Tyler. What's up, Jazz?
What up, Meech? It's Monday.
Word.
We got a special guest in the building.
Yeah. DJ Mondo.
Let's go.
I wish I was a DJ.
Man, you know what? With Nose for Nose, we got the DJ station. I'll be up there. Like, I learned how to blend songs based off BPMs.
Fire.
That's where I started. Right now,
starts.
I'm trying to figure out how to do what everybody else do. Like I grew up, Styles was my DJ.
Yeah.
So
Styles is
like
cold.
he
New Styles
is.
Shout out New Styles. Shout out
New
Biz
Styles.
Man, he a
ain't shake
legend.
stuff.
No, but like he
Like wasn't he like touring with Tupac?
Digital
Oh, yeah.
Underground.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like watching him, it's like if I can't do it that good, then I don't want to do it. You know?
Nah, but he be different though. Like he'll scratch like normal DJs will just scratch, right?
Yeah.
But then he'll do it like backwards.
Yeah,
with,
behind
with
it,
his
spinning.
foot or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he crazy. Him and
Yeah.
Bizline, both of them.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Meech.
I'm looking at the chat. They said Jay is best, Mystical, Rakim, and DMX. So they challenging your top 5.
Yeah, I was just telling him, I was like, man,
Oh.
if that's who they're picking, then it's like our top
Yeah.
5's not gonna connect at all. They're gonna hate me. They're gonna hate me.
Yeah, but you didn't say the best. You just said your
Yeah, the
top
people I was
5.
listening to, like, yeah. I forgot to mention Waka Flocka too. He was
Yeah, yeah.
Waka.
They were a part of a pivotal moment in
Mhm.
music. Like I feel like after that, music changed.
Mhm.
It did to
Yeah,
a
once
completely different
streaming-
level.
Once streaming and like the internet really took over, like I said, the barrier to entry was just so low till anybody
Yeah,
could make music. Whereas before it was like you could write music and just like rap. Freestyles came from just like rapping on a corner with your friends or something like that.
Mhm.
But then like as things developed, people could just start making music rather than having to wait to get signed to go to the
yes,
record label studio and actually cut a record. you know? And
yes,
now everybody can do it. So it gave a lot of people careers and access to creation, but it also flooded the market.
yeah.
So that's when it all changed.
So you said you do a lot of shows that's 18 and up.
Yeah. So we have it's a promotion company called On What, and it's Milwaukee based, obviously, because you know that's Milwaukee slang right there. That's kind of where we got the idea, and we focus on Milwaukee music, but we have a Thursday night that's accessible to 18 plus.
Mm-hmm.
And so you know the mentality is like we kind of create a pipeline for people
Mm-hmm.
to grow up with us as we play music. So like, you know, just as DJ Mondo, I do a lot of, because of Summerfest, there's a lot of high schoolers at Summerfest, and so they always ask me to do like high school homecomings and proms. So like 14 to 18-year-old kids, they're seeing us at their homecoming, at their prom.
Yeah.
And then once they graduate and they're old enough, they can go to something like On What Thursday, which is an 18 plus show.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, it's as a college kid that can't get into the club, you can go, but it's also, you know, we have bottle service and all that type of stuff there too. So it's like a mix of both. And then you have like the club experience, purely 21 plus, where we go to a place like 720 and Bodega and like the real clubs where it's like, you know, you're old enough now and you got your own money and you can go to the club, have your fun. And then we also have concert experiences, which is all ages, no restriction. Like anybody that wants to go can go. And so we have people that like met us at their homecoming or met us at their prom, and then they'll come up to me in the club and be like, "Yo, you DJ my prom, like my senior year or something." Now they're like in the club, like, "Yo, yeah, now we popping bottles," like you know what I'm saying. So it's like they literally get to experience life with me, and I'm their soundtrack.
Yeah,
and that to me it creates a culture, consistency, a strong brand, and it just creates memories. Like I'm literally the soundtrack to people's lives.
Yeah.
And that to me is super powerful.
Yeah, absolutely.
So dealing with the 18 and up, when you have sound control, like how big is the influence of the music you play?
I mean, like I know my crowd is a tough crowd, because if you go up there and you playing music that's just not hitting, they'll let you know. Like kids are not shy. You know what I'm saying? They'll
no filter.
I'm telling you, and they'll cuss at you too. They'll be like, "Hey, what? Play that?" You know? They'll get on you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And you could be playing something that's perfectly like, you know, perfectly good song.
Yeah.
But if it's not what they want to hear right then, right there, they'll let you know.
Yeah.
So you gotta I've tried to ask other DJs to like come out, and they shy away from it because of the fact that like the younger crowd will not appreciate them for doing what they do.
Yeah.
You have to do what the crowd wants you to do. And some DJs don't want to do that. You know?
I have a question for you, right? As someone who is in this space of large events where we know events like Summerfest is one of the largest festivals in the world.
Yeah.
Do you feel that we benefit economically as a city off of festivals like that? Like not just Summerfest, but like the outer skirts as far as outside of Summerfest, the outer city, which is really the inner city, Black and brown owned businesses. Do you feel like we all benefit off of these type of events?
I feel like, I mean, it should, right? Like there's so much traffic coming through to Milwaukee in those moments. Like I know Unfinished Legacy, they're like right up the street from Summerfest. And you know, they've collaborated with Summerfest. They have like little flagships and pop-ups that happen on the festival grounds.
Yeah.
But just being so close to that location, them 3 weeks that shop is flooded.
Yeah.
Right? So like I've seen the direct impact of just being in that area, and just the influx of people is so many people, right? So I feel like it'd be hard not to benefit. And then you got like Upper Yard. I feel like they open just in time, right?
Yes.
Right downtown.
Yeah.
Upper Yard is opening up, so like they're gonna see all that foot traffic.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I feel like they do. And I feel like Summerfest, as big as they are, they do try to like reach out and collaborate and get together with other big brands or local brands and give spotlights to people.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like how the Milwaukee Bucks do in their own way as well.
Yeah.
Power of proximity. So to those who are business owners, basically, like it would be smart, and this doesn't apply, you know, to everyone, but it would be smart to create a business and build it near events where you know it's going to be beneficial for your business.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine how much money is made.
You feel me?
Like during Summerfest, like you got to be thinking what I need to open down by Summerfest.
So tell them where they can find you at, Mondo.
Yeah, all the social media is the same as DJ Mondo, DJAYMANDO, DJ Mondo on all platforms. And yeah, you could also find me at Summerfest.
Well, y'all gonna be going live on stage?
Yeah, we're gonna be at the AmFam House every day, twice a day, 12 to 1 and 6 to 7. And then July 3rd with Flow Rida at the T-Mobile stage, 8:15. So,
yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. You got some shout outs?
Shout outs, man. My whole team, I got a whole lot of them. It's
you can fit them in, you know.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's a whole army behind me. Like I got my younger DJs, the DJs that handle stuff either when I can't or the people that like hold it down while like a show is happening. We need a lineup of people to come through. So, you know, Resonate, KB, Nick Stokes, them Julian Gross, them the 4 guys I'll be rotating through. And my brother Sonny Lou. He's he DJs as well.
That's
but
your brother, right? Yeah, tell everyone
that's fire.
My blood brother Sonny Lou, right? So he DJs, but the thing, like what he does, he produces music. And a lot of the new music that's been coming out in the city has been because of my brother, because he's producing songs for Big Frank, for like all types of artists in the city, and really contributing to the Milwaukee sound. And yeah, I'm a proud big brother.
Yeah, I know you right here just to see it come.
Yeah.
Without your help too.
Exactly, right? That's what I'm saying. Like I really, the only way I helped is just like, I started doing music first and I got successful with it. So I showed him that it was possible. So I guess I kind of gave him the confidence indirectly to chase it, get the because that's how anybody has to start. You just have to have the audacity first.
Facts.
To try.
Yep.
And so that was the way I kind of like inspired and influenced. But what he's doing all of it by himself on his own. And as a older brother, watching him just try and navigate his way through his own life and make it how he's making it.
Yeah.
The coolest thing. And it's the perfect thing too, because like he'll make the music and then I can play it And then just when I play it in front of a crowd full of people and we have the cameras out and everybody's having fun, then it just makes the music look crazier, and then it just feeds itself.
Circle. That's smart.
Tell him to update that Spotify playlist.
Yeah.
We keep that going. That'll be something.
Yeah, we update it bi-weekly every other Friday.
I'll be on there like, okay, Sonny.
We got a whole lot.
Yeah.
On what the playlist, highlighting Milwaukee music.
Yeah.
That's fire.
And then we got, Bubs. Bubs is a host and an MC. T the Great, same guy, like host.
Theo. We 4 generations in.
Yeah.
I remember when he was him and Ernie.
Yeah.
Eat Black. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
dope.
Like, shouts out them. The dancers, Serenity, Kennedy, Shauna, Lauren. Shauna and Lauren, they both dance for the Brewers. And all of them I met dancing with the Bucks.
Yeah.
Because I was the host at that time. So, yeah, they be killing. Then the whole media team, like Z, CJ, Ant, Mason, they do photo, video. Man, it's a whole lot of people, man. Like, a whole lot. There's so many people that contribute to the On What brand, because that's our focus right now.
Yeah.
It's Milwaukee-based, and we have so many different types of shows. Like, we have the 18-plus shows, the club nights, the concerts. We're putting together, pool parties, beach parties, lake festivals.
Drake night.
Drake night, you know what I mean? Like,
that Drake night, man.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
So, like, we have, like, artist dedication shows.
Yeah.
So we did one on Saturday dedicated to the year of 2016. So, like, all the artists that was blown up during that time. A Playboy Cardi dedication, a Drake dedication, a whole bunch, right? And without all those people, it would be much more difficult to do it, because I don't always have to.
You'll just be mine, though. No
DJ.
DJ.
Yeah, literally, right? Like, swear to God. So, yeah, shouts out to the team.
Appreciate you for coming.
What's your social media handles? How can people follow you and tap in?
DJ Mondo. Everything's the same. DJ AYMANDO. Instagram, TikTok, whatever. DJ Mondo.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Appreciate
it
you.
It was a
having
pleasure. We got to go tap in at Summerfest Meet.
Yeah.
My voice is still gone. It's a little raspy.
We'll see if it's back by the end. We got a couple days.
Absolutely. Do not touch that dial. We got to go to commercial break. 101.7 The Truth.
Make your home and family safer by properly getting rid of nasty chemicals and fire hazards. MMSD's Home Hazmat program offers 3 drop-off centers that are open all year long. It's fast and easy. You don't even have to get out of your car. And it's free to visit a drop-off. Lithium-ion batteries, old gas, propane tanks, they take all of that and more. For a list of things you can and cannot bring, locations and hours, go to MMSD.com. Milwaukee County residents only. No businesses.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day, when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
You can't buy a best friend. You can love them, walk them, pet them, and care for them, whether they want you to or not. You can take a picture or 50. You can fly to the moon, travel the world, or just stay in bed. You can't buy a best friend like that, but you can adopt one. There are millions of pets waiting for a best friend just like you. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi Meech. We are live and direct at the American Family Insurance Studio in the beautiful 3rd Street Market. It's Monday. Each.
It's light.
It's light
Monday.
It's light.
Nice. It's been nice outside.
Yes.
It's been nice outside
Yes.
all weekend. I think we had a couple little rain days last week.
And the days it was supposed to rain, it didn't.
It rained a little bit.
It didn't.
Rained a little bit, depending on what side of town you on.
Shout out to DJ Mondo. We just had him in the building. One of the things that he shared that I think is incredible, and I don't even think he understands how important it is when we're talking businesses, specifically Black and brown businesses. We know that a lot of times it's hard for us to benefit economically off of events and things that come to the city. So when you are building your business, the power of proximity is so important. You want to look for areas where you can thrive off of whatever is coming in town, right? Mm-hmm. Summerfest being one of them, Bronzeville Fest, State Fair, find places where you're able to benefit so that it's lucrative. That's free game.
Yeah.
Free game.
I mean, then you got people coming out of their area, people think you messing up their neighborhood because you got to come all the way over there.
Yeah.
To get what they selling or to get
equal opportunity.
Get the good quality stuff.
It's equal opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool, but at the same time, it's like, do we want everything to be on the east side?
Right. But you branch it out. I love how it's two shops. One, shout out to Broke Life and to Brad Fax and to Classic and Re-Rock. I love how they take a building in those areas and then merge them, kind of like Creative Corridor where they house many different brands in one building.
I'm with that. It's just more so like as y'all choosing which area to build.
Yeah.
Because, everybody complain about riding on the north side, but then don't nobody want to help build it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So if y'all going to stay on the east side or move y'all business or do this and that and the third, and then y'all worrying about when you ride on the north side, it's because y'all taking the money from that area.
That's a fact.
And then we taking our money from that area and going to spend it in this area, and then that's why, they able to get their streets fixed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And keep their
that part.
Keep their storefronts open because you'll ride down center, you ride down north.
That part.
And all the storefronts that used to be there, it's been closed for over 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
And then, okay, we could talk about the business owners.
Yeah.
Okay, should they move in there or should we talk about the building owners?
Yeah. So, I agree with that. And I also believe that there is enough for businesses to be, all over. I guess it's difficult because you want, a lot of the businesses that are in the inner city don't last long because we don't know how to support our own. Sadly enough, it takes for a business to be in River West or, by a Summerfest for us to want to go out and support it because it's not in the neighborhood. So we need to learn how to, support the businesses so that we can, to your point, that's a great point, Meech, so that we can begin to build our neighborhoods up and benefit off of it as well. I
just thought about, is it the alderman who's approving the buildings to get tore down to build new buildings or restructure?
Well, that's a part of the process.
Or, the zoning codes. Is the north side getting rezoned for this? Or, is people raising enough? Is we worried about the potholes too much?
Mm-hmm.
It's what's going,
Yeah, absolutely. We got Al on the line. Al, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, first of all, if you want black business, stop hiring your family members. When they call, it's hello so-and-so. It's not what's up. Stop putting your mother on the register if she got an attitude with everybody, okay? Everybody's not coming there to get her attitude. They're coming to spend their money. If you open at 11 o'clock, open at 11 o'clock, not 3 o'clock, okay? And you don't advertise. You have to advertise, okay? And that's why a lot of black businesses, everybody say, we're word by mouth. First of all, don't nobody care about word by mouth because bad news travel work quicker than good news. Number 2, if you're supposed to open at 11, open at 11 promptly. Number 3, your family members who want to lean across the counter, act like they don't care. Leave them in Mississippi or the back roads of Kentucky. We don't care where you leave them. They don't need to be in your business. Because if I got to come to your business and feel like I'm going to have to fight or pull somebody across the register or the counter, then I will go take my money and go somewhere else, okay? So I'm saying this from black person to, because you are my sisters and brothers, and I know you calling me every word in the book, and I'm fine with that. Hey, sticks and stones will break my bones, but you will never hurt me. Do what you have to do. Stop hiring your family members. Advertise, and you got to have a strategic plan, okay? Make sure the presentation, the dedication, and delivery is on point. Your beans should not be over spicy. Your food should not be room temperature. The person standing at the counter that's fixing the food, that's missing the 2 front teeth because they messing with that dope and straight shooter, don't need to be on the food with their mug fixed, okay? Leave that for after 12 a.m. when you try to go to that after set and get that dope or that 3-5 or whatsoever. If you want to run your business, run a business and stop telling everybody you're a black business. Tell them you're a business and you'll make you some money.
Thank you so much, Al. Thank you so much. And to Al's point, that for sure. Stop saying that you're a black business. I'm a business.
I mean, you don't have to stop.
You don't have to stop, but just.
If you're proud.
Say I'm a black business owner.
I think that's more so putting us back because we for one, we separating ourselves from the regular business world.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I could tell that it's a black business owned without you telling me it's black business owned.
Absolutely.
Basically saying when I walk up in there, I could tell, based on, like you said, the whole setup.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I go up in there, I could tell it's not you didn't nobody go through the hiring process.
Yeah.
I can tell.
I can too. And to that point, it's like professional development. You know what I mean?
Yeah, is you qualified for the job?
Is
your auntie qualified for the job?
job.
Trying to give her?
Now, I am not against hiring family. I know they say don't do that, but I'm not against it.
She has to be qualified for
I'm
the
against
position.
hiring family members that's not qualified. But even if they don't qualify, if you look at a Rich Paul and LeBron, put them in position to qualify.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, it's almost like, remember growing up, we were doing music. Even now, everybody's like, I'm going to put my homie on. This is going to be my manager. But they have not done the work.
But you got to know that person don't know what they talking about.
You have to see the potential in them. And if they don't know it, equip them with the information because that's how your business becomes successful. Mm-hmm. You know? Like, I feel like so many of us, and I have grace when it comes to our people in particular because we don't never have anything.
When it comes to business, I don't because all that information is out there.
I have grace, meaning like just overall for our people and patience because we like the thing is.
You can't though, Jazz. I'm thinking about it. Like I'm trying to be with you, but I can't be with you because they done had the same, you got time, you had the same resources, you got the same opportunity to build your business, and you just don't.
So some of them do and some of them don't.
I mean, most of it, people get in business with bad credit. People get in business with...
That's a fact.
People get in business with not as much finances, not as much information. You just, you starting off as a hobby or you starting off trying to build what you're trying to do, what you love to do, and you're trying to turn it into a business. Yeah, it's cool. But you still gotta know, like, it's gonna be growing pains, it's that and the third. But when you really trying to promote and advertise yourself as one of these top-notch Fortune 500 type restaurants or whatever you doing, you got to have the customer service.
You have to. You have to, and it's difficult because a lot of our people, we come from families that has never owned a business. They're not entrepreneurs, so there is no information, right? And then you can research it. So you can be very business savvy and not have customer skills.
Mm-hmm.
customer service skills.
I mean, I ain't gonna put that on our people either, because some of these companies we call, they don't have.
No, they
don't care. I mean,
but that's
fine
them.
print, these fine print stuff that be going on with, you know, how you the stuff that we thought growing up, how stuff went when you call businesses or you trying to get business done or you're a customer.
Yeah.
You know, what they can and can't do. Us as customers has exploited these rules and regulations upon these businesses.
That's a fact. But I think for me, it's more so our community is what I'm speaking to, because I want to support our community. You know, every time I've ever held an event or did anything pertaining to something that had the masses of people there, I always had on homegrown Black-owned attire, or I try to get Black-owned vendors, right? Because I want to be able to get up and shop in my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's when we were younger, you could do that. Penny Candy store, the grocery store, you had Lena's. It's so many different venues and places you can go that was Black-owned, right? It's still there, but it's not there as much. Everybody is recycling, doing the same type of businesses over and over and over. And it's like you have, in order to be successful, you need to have professional development, but you also need to pay attention to the demand. What is the demand? You don't start a business just based off of this is what I want to do when you don't even know if it's in demand.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So there's so many layers to it. Me personally, I just really, really want our people to start putting, whoever they put in these positions, make sure that they qualify. And if they aren't, it's okay. I see potential in people all the time, but I'm going to give them the information and guide them so that they can, you know, be successful. Because at the end of the day, they represent you. When you aren't in your establishment, whoever is at that register or whoever is running that business is representing you.
Mm-hmm.
They become a part of your brand, whatever it is that you stand for. And oftentimes, I'm going to be honest, if I don't know the person, particularly in this city, not even just this city, you know, if I don't really know them like that, I'll say Milwaukee. I won't shop with them just because I've had so many bad experiences with customer service. And this ain't even just Black-owned business. This is just in general.
I think we should touch on that at the top of the hour.
Absolutely. We got to go to break to pay some bills. Do not touch that dial. Tapped in with Jazzy and Meech, 101.7 The Truth.
Summerfest brings the biggest names in live music to Milwaukee's lakefront across 3 unforgettable weekends, including performances from Ella Mai, Post Malone, Don Toliver, plus The Roots, Gene Dawson, Rev Run, Flo Rida, and more. Don't miss Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance, June 18th through 20th, June 25th through 27th, and July 2nd through 4th. Get tickets now at summerfest.com.
Milwaukee is making real progress. 3 straight years of declining traffic deaths, but we're not stopping there. Join the City of Milwaukee's free Vision Zero Summit with AAA and AARP on June 10th. The summit will bring together community members, transportation advocates, and city leaders to advance the goal of zero traffic deaths in Milwaukee. Be part of the movement for safer streets and a safer future. Join us and learn more at
milwaukee.gov/Vision Zero.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Don't act like that. Don't wear that. Don't think that. I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different. And I want you to know that you can be vulnerable and powerful. That taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love and who loves you. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Live the high life this summer and enjoy every moment with the champagne of beers. Miller High Life. If you've got the time, they've got the beer. Celebrate responsibly. 2026 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Milwaukee Black Talk. on 101.7 FM.
The Truth.
And 1510 AM. W269DL. Milwaukee. A Milwaukee Black media company.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi Meech. We are live and direct at the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. Tobacco law denied VA benefits or Social Security disability, hurt on the job, or in an auto accident. Tobacco law fights for people who deserve better. Veterans, benefits, Social Security, personal injury, or workers' comp. We don't stop fighting until you get what you are owed. And you don't pay unless we win. Get Tobacco for the payback. TobaccoAttorneys.com.
Truth Nation, 833-212-1017. 833-212-1017. Let us know your thoughts about Milwaukee businesses or businesses in general. You know, your cousin business. You know, how do you feel?
You know, there's nothing more I take pride in than being able to shop in the inner city of Milwaukee. Last summer, it wasn't even intentional, but I wish it would have been. I wasn't living here, and I came back home to visit, and I was staying at my homegirl house, which was on the east side, like closer to River West. I was like, yo, we should just spend a day just walking around Brownsville. You know what I'm saying? Just like going to eat, going shopping, doing this, doing that. Not driving, but like walking, Ubering. And it was the bomb. Like, I'm talking an amazing feeling. You can go here and go eat. You can go here and go shop. You can go to the museum. You know, Bayview, it's the same thing in Bayview, Third Ward. Like, there's just so many. I love to see the influx of businesses that we have in the city and how it's consistently building up. What I would love to see more of is diverse. I feel like we have enough restaurants. We have enough lounges. We have enough estheticians, and I would like to see things
I like to see more street vendors.
I would like to see more street vendors and more clothing boutiques.
Like, just, like you go out of town, like outdoor markets, you're able to, buy stuff.
Yeah.
Like random stuff. Like anybody able to set up a booth. I think having areas like that kind of infuse the community a little bit more, rather than just waiting on a festival or waiting for a holiday to be able to offer, like them type of things, you know what I mean? Or just a special event to have vendors there. Like, I think it should be an area to where we knowing like vendors be at, you know what I mean? I'm able to, build my daughter or sons up through a business as a vendor, you know what I mean?
And to be honest, after the pandemic, the brick and mortar didn't really exist like that, and it's really kind of not safe, because anything can happen. So to your point, having pop-ups with multiple vendors, I think that's more realistic and more modern versus just people who starting businesses and automatically think they have to go find a retail space.
Yeah.
There should be opportunity to where that this particular business, and they may be a home-based business, but they have whatever it is, the supply they have is something you need. But on this date, at this time, almost like the farmer's market, they're going to be there selling whatever it is that they need to sell.
Something like that, to give it a feel of the farmer's market, to where, I see a vendor or two while I'm riding, and it just be like, if there was more, I would have stopped.
Yeah.
Instead of just that one. It was more. 4 or 5, maybe 10, you could stop and check them out.
Yeah.
Or it just even where somebody could just if it's one rummage sale, if it was a block full of rummages, you'd probably be like, oh, okay, let me stop and see what they got. You know what I mean?
So what is something we don't have business-wise in Milwaukee that you would like to see us? I mean, outside, but I mean like a specific type of business or a specific
type of business
that we don't have enough of.
No, I think it's just maybe so far, maybe not in Milwaukee. It's probably in the metropolitan area, but it's not in Milwaukee. But I just feel like we need more of just a well-rounded option instead of the mall style stores
or fashion.
Mall style stores or or even like the 3rd Street Market is kind of a perfect example of what I'm talking about, but just more outdoorsy feel. I seen this idea where it was just like a food truck, like a food truck park.
Yeah, like how they have on South 5th Street.
Yeah.
That's fire. And that they have that at the Cooperage too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's dope.
Yeah,
that's super dope.
I think we should have more of those.
Shout out to the chat and shout out to Anita. She said you have to bring a corporate mindset when running a business. Absolutely. And that's the thing. A lot of people who are starting businesses. So again, I have grace because I understand that, you know, they could be doing something else. It's just the fact that it takes a lot to even start a business and try to learn how to, especially when you are not business savvy and don't come from it. Mm-hmm. But the issue isn't starting the business. The issue is, to your point, Anita, having that corporate mind frame, professional development, personality tests, you know, figuring out how to properly lead and who's great at this and who's great at that, learning how to delegate, learning how to properly do accounting, learning how to market and brand, you know, like having these people in these positions is the only way you're going to have a successful business. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
I mean, but at the same time, we got to know our people. We got to know we're at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
When it comes to school.
Yeah. That part.
The resources that we're putting out here, mm-hmm. we not even receiving them back.
That part.
Through whatever.
That part.
Channel we giving it to. You know what I mean? So, I mean, whether it's through your district, through the government,
yeah,
through the state, is like we're putting so much out as a community,
yes,
that we still don't get or receive enough back to even kind of like flourish these ideas.
One thing I will say is, I think what separates Milwaukee from other cities and states when it comes to being able to own a business is the accessibility of the elected officials in the seat. Like, you literally can't, not all of them, but majority of them, you literally can contact them and have them assist you with opening up your business where there's not a lot of red tape, unless you're in certain parts of the city. But for the most part, it's one call away. You're able to sit down and have the conversation, and they can tell you whether or not they feel like it's going to be successful mm-hmm. in their district because they know their constituents.
Yeah. Then it's like, you know, we see all the businesses closing down, you know, all the big name companies.
Yeah.
Like, do that make it more difficult for you
to open up your business?
To open up a business on that side of town, or say if we want to open up a grocery store, like, would they even allow that? Like, how much of that process we got to go through based on Pick and Save removing 4 of them?
Yeah.
Now we got to have even more validation that we're going to keep ours here. And y'all just let them remove theirs.
To that point, right? You just sparked something in my brain. To that point, all of these pharmaceutical companies closing, Walgreens then closing all of the inner cities. Not all of them, but majority of them. Even Dr. Carter's, rest his soul, his store that has been a pillar in the community for so many years is gone. When you go inside of a CVS or Walgreens, I'm going to keep it funky. Majority, and I used to be a pharmacy tech. Majority of the pharmacy techs are Black women.
Yes.
Why are we not opening up our own pharmacies?
I mean, because you have to open up your own drug company.
Why aren't we doing it? Dr. Carter did it.
I mean, to Black folks or to our community, it just kind of, you know, we kind of with the quick buck. It take too long to get whatever we got to get to do that. That's just in my mind. That's how I'm thinking. Like, it take too long.
Yeah, but does it take longer to work collectively to do it? No, because you're right. You have to go to school to be pharmacists, right? So, and this is the play that I'm setting up in my head, right? What takes longer? To work a job and then team up with other people in that arena to open up and this is just an example, the pharmacy store, to open up your own pharmacy store, or to work your entire life as a pharmacy tech at Walgreens waiting on Social Security and your pension and retiring from there. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Why not utilize that if you see that there is a demand and you're already in position? That's what I'm saying. And that's across the board in any arena. If you're already in position, if I am a pharmacy technician, again, this is an example, but it's facts as well. If I am a pharmacy technician and I've been on my job for more than 2 to 3 years, I'm around a pharmacist, so I know what it takes to become one. Not only that, I have my peers that I'm cool with, right? Somebody should be going to school to be a pharmacist. Somebody should be going to school for real estate development. Somebody should be going to school for business management. Somebody should be going to school or investing, learning how to invest or stocks and bonds. And you pull it together, and that's how you're able to defeat, because you have the money. The only thing that really stops us is not the education, it's the money. We don't never really have the funding, like our own funding, to open up companies like this. We always have to go outside and find an investor that does not come from where we come from. So if you're, again, to the point, if you're in position already and you see that there is a demand in your community, act on it. Build towards that. You know how many people that's a pharmacy technician, if they had all of this planned out, by the time all these Walgreens closed and Dr. Carter's closed, they could have got those buildings and started their own.
Yeah, I mean, we've been knowing they was closing for a minute. To where it's like, you know, all these complaints or people mad in our community about them closing or this and that. How we supposed to get food or this and that?
Yes.
So ain't nobody go to the farm and start their own little.
Come on now.
The little grocery store. Ain't nobody really figure out, okay, how do we get drugs or how did we do the insurance thing?
That part.
From the pharmacy. Ain't nobody really doing the research. They just want to complain.
They just want to complain.
Which is cool.
On top of that,
I complain too if I was.
There's multiple contracts, transportation contracts in the city of Milwaukee for people to transport pharmaceutical, items to and from the hospitals to the stores, so on and so on. So again, it's just a hypothetical analogy. However, it does apply because when you are throughout the entire city of Milwaukee, you see this. So to that point, again, anyone who's already a business owner or wants to become one, look at the demand. There's such a huge demand in Milwaukee. And if you're constantly open up, I want to be a lash tech, I want to be a beautician, I want to be a bar. We got enough. Listen, when I got back here, I gained like 20 pounds. Because there's so many restaurants. I don't need no more food. I don't need no more food. We need other options.
Like what, a fitness?
More fitness centers.
Like
more fitness centers.
Like a fitness outreach thing for people that's coming from out of town and moving here.
I'm
like,
just
okay,
saying.
Don't fall.
Where's
fall
the
for
gym,
food.
right? Where's the gyms where we most definitely need more businesses as it pertains to fashion, right? Like, and shout out to Chrissy. She used to own I think it was called Rose, the boutique, and it was so fly. And I was like, I wish we could have more of this. So again, when you're starting a business here, think about the demand. Mm-hmm. That's going to also help you get funding state-wise, county-wise, city-wise. And then put your people through professional development, because I'm telling you, if I walk in your business as a customer, I don't care if I know you, if you black, if your customer service is off. The reason why I go to Culver's, I don't even like fast food. But if I want some ice cream, I go to Culver's because they so nice. And Chick-fil-A. They customer service is tight. They get you in and out. I don't like waiting.
I mean, it's mostly youth.
It is.
Which is crazy.
It is. But they're so kind. They are very, very kind people. I will spend my money any given day in an establishment where I feel like I'm having a great experience, right? Do not touch that dial. We got to go to break to pay some bills. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler Digi Meech. We are live in Zech, 101.7 The Truth.
Dreaming of owning your first home? Don't settle for a fixer-upper. Build a brand new home with Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity. They partner with first-time buyers to make home ownership possible with little to no down payment and a team that's on your side every step of the way. Even if you're just starting to explore what's possible, they're here to help you take the next step. If your household earns between $55,000 and $90,000 a year, you may qualify. Visit MilwaukeeHabitat.org to learn more.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking. Now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age, everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi Meech. We are live and direct. We are talking businesses, preferably Milwaukee businesses, black and brown businesses, professional development, demand and supply, all of the above. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Anita Nicole. We got Anita on the line. Are you there?
Hello. How you all doing today?
We doing good. Thank you so much for calling in. We always see you on the chat, but it's good to hear your voice.
Yeah. So you kind of in my wheelhouse of discussion today. So I figured I would call in on the topic. So I appreciate you all with this topic.
Absolutely.
So really, yeah. So when it comes to, businesses, I always tell people it's two types of businesses, and it's two types of pursuing whatever it is that you want to pursue. And I always say it's the corporate mindset or the hustle mindset. The hustle mindset is to make a quick dollar, hurry up and do it, try to have some longevity, rolling the dice. But if you have a corporate mindset, you will lay out the strategic plan and try to figure out longevity in terms of where do you want to go, where do you want to be. And I always say, just in my own experience, what was important for me is to always have a seat at the table and to shadow everybody and anything in a corporation. Learn all the cracks and crevices. Be a fly on the wall. And, those that know me, they know that I'm usually the only black woman in the room, the only black person in the room. I really don't talk about what I do too much because I like to always keep my seat at the table, bring the information back to the community so we can build and grow. I don't hang my hat on, when I ran a business, I already have another business. I don't say, I'm a black on this or I'm a black on that. Like you all were talking about, Meech, like you said, that's just a given. So you have to present yourself in a diversified format because when you go out saying, I'm black this, I'm black that, then you put yourself in a box. Then you can't think bigger than just being in this box. And I know it sounds crazy how I'm putting it, but I'm trying to just say it in the most shortest format possible for the sake of time. But what I would encourage people to do is to learn how to follow first. Find that person. Someone approached me one day. They said, I want a raise. I said, did you ask for a raise or did you ask to learn more? Because sometimes you need to ask to learn more before you ask for the raise, and then the raise is a given. But if you grind it out and say, I want to learn more, teach me how to do this. I want to know the company from the bottom to the top, and you really get into the intricate weeds of a business, then you can take that information, you can get your raise, and then on the side, you can start working on your own business, but always keep a seat at the table, always have a mentor, always try to learn. If you look at the restaurant industry when it comes to chains of restaurants, what you're going to find is that a lot of people who branch out and have a franchise are people that worked at the restaurant, worked at McDonald's, learned it all the way from mopping the floors all the way up to management position, and now they own a franchise.
Absolutely.
So it's a long game and a short game. You just got to figure out what your passion is, and are you going to grind it out in the trenches? So with that, I'm going to cut myself off, but you all have a beautiful day. I appreciate you all.
Thank you so much, Anita. Thank you so much for saying that. And to kind of double back off of what she said, right? The importance of that is I've worked in both corporate and as an entrepreneur. And working in corporate, subconsciously, we're always, like, we don't understand. We're always building someone else's company. We're always, like she said, starting from the bottom to the top. And it's a given. It's natural because you want to move up. You want to move up in promotion-wise for income, financial reasons, but also titles, and just because you want to be successful, right? Why can't we do that when it comes to our businesses? Again, not just calling yourself a Black-owned business, but why can't we want to do that for our people in our own businesses as well? It make sense. I don't want to spend my whole life, or I didn't want to spend my whole life building up someone else's brand, someone else's business, right? That I can't leave my family. I can't leave my children someone else's brand. I can't leave my children someone else's money or business. So what you need to do is, if you are in corporate and you want to be an entrepreneur, what you should do is utilize that opportunity as a way to gain those skills. You take those skills and then you apply those skills to your own business. That's how you win. It's free game. Whatever training they have, every time when I worked for the corporate office of the COSA president, I worked for waste management for the city of Milwaukee, whatever training and certificates they offered, I wanted. Teach me everything, because I know that this is going to be beneficial when I part ways and start my own business. And then what that does is it excludes you having to pay out of pocket for certain things, because now you're already in the position to be certified in what it is that you do. So finesse their system and make it work for you. You know, don't spend so many years working and building someone else's business up. And then by the time you look up to start your own business, you ain't got nothing. It's too late.
I mean, that's what Black people do anyway.
That's a fact. So, talking about Black-owned businesses and entrepreneurship, I am excited. We have another special guest in the building, Edwin Lee, who is actually one of my students at Dr. Howard Fuller Collegiate Academy. I will let him introduce himself, but just know that this is a highly intelligent and talented young man who has such an amazing head on his shoulders, and he is a music producer, but he's also a young entrepreneur. He's an engineer as well. He takes time to sit there and learn the business so that he can be successful. What's up, Ed?
What's up? Thank you for having me, Miss Jazz. This is a crazy opportunity. I never, ever thought that I would be doing this.
It's so dope. Scoot up to the mic just a little bit. It's okay.
I'm not going to lie. I never, ever thought that I would be doing this. This is like crazy to me.
It's like, when I was your age, we used to listen to Doc Love on V100. And I remember he came to my middle school and we used to think he was famous. To your point, it was like a big deal. So that warms my heart that you are, excited to, well, I'm seeing you every day, majority of the time during the school year, but it still warms my heart to see that you're excited to join us today. So
I don't get to like do stuff like this. I'm normally in the house, and when I do get out the house, I'm out with my friends or we going to the mall.
Yeah.
We just get food, look around for the next thing we want to buy next time we go up there and leave.
Yes.
Like, I don't get to do stuff like this, and this is really like this is shocking to me. Like, I never thought that I would be here.
And well, you here.
I never thought that I would be here, and I give thanks to God for giving me the opportunity to be here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we are talking businesses, and before we go into some of the things that I teach you all when it comes to music and just the business and entrepreneurship, I want you to tell the listeners who you are, your age, your grade, what it is that you do, and how you got to where you are.
Okay. So my name is Edwin, and my artist name is May, but it's spelled M2YE. I got that name because I'm born in May, on May 2nd.
Okay.
Second day of May. So
How old are you?
I'm 16.
16.
I just turned 16 last month.
So you're going into your junior year?
Yep.
Okay.
And I had got into making music. From a class mix-up on my first year of school, freshman year. Got into making music from a class mix-up. On the first day of school,
a class mix-up? So you wasn't even supposed to be in that class?
Not at all. Not at all. On the first day of school, freshman year, I had two classes. I had two of the same classes back to back. So I went to that class the first time, and then the bell rang, but I had the class right after that. So I just sat in there, and then she did attendance again. She said, "You're not supposed to be in here." So she said, "You gotta go." So I'm like, okay. And then a teacher had got me. She said, "You're not supposed to be in that class." I said, "No." She just told me to get out. So she said, "Come with me." So we walking around the halls collecting students, and she like, "Y'all want to go to the studio?" I'm like, "Sure." So we go to the studio, we meet the studio teacher. It looked nice in there. And he's showing us stuff that we could do in there. And I'm like, wow.
Before that, were you doing music?
Not at all. I was just listening to music. I never thought that I'd be doing this. And I got into this from a class mix-up.
Yeah.
That's how you know that was God.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what is some of the things so what do you do first and foremost before we go into the business aspect of it? What is it that you do in the studio?
I'm a producer and engineer. I make my beats from scratch. I really don't sample like that. And I also record myself and I record others too.
Absolutely. Yep. And fire. So do y'all know who this is? So who is that? Mech. Absolutely. Right. So Mech. Fire. Fire, right? What is your experience so far as a producer and engineer when it comes to the business side of things? What's something we've done at Notes for Notes, some people we brought, and some things that has happened?
So the first big thing that happened for me was when Cuckoo Cow had went up there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm showing off beats, and I'm making these beats for another student. I'm making these beats for Darius.
Yeah.
He could get on them.
This
is my partner in crime when it comes down to music. I'm making these beats for him, and I'm like, this beat tough. I'm gonna show it to Cal anyway.
Yeah.
I show it to him to let him know what I can do, and at the end we take a picture and then we walk out, and then I'm in my class. I get pulled out of class.
Uh-huh.
And he said, "Cal on one of your beats, man. They gonna be big, man. Cal on one of your beats."
Look, we in the hallway. He said, "Man, Mike, we on."
Basically.
Oh man, I'm talking amazing. Listen, we got special guests in the building: Edwin Lee, aka May, and Baby Debo. Darius Ashford is in the building. Students at Howard Fuller Collegiate Academy. Stay tuned. Do not touch that dial. We will be right back. 101.7 The Truth.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Mommy, can I sit in the front seat just this one time? Please, please, please.
No, not yet.
But why?
Because I love you, and you're just not ready yet. Now, get in the back so I can get you in your car seat, please.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at NHTSA.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
For 250 years, our armed forces have bravely served America. Wounded Warrior Project honors that legacy by supporting post-9/11 service members and veterans like Anthony, a Marine who was injured by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan.
They carried me through my injuries, not just my physical, but my mental. And seeing other vets doing the same thing helped me tell myself, hey, you can do this.
Join us in honoring warriors at woundedwarriorproject.org/America.
In the United States, a vehicle is stolen every 31 seconds, about as long as this message. Luckily, you can take a few easy steps to protect your car in the same amount of time. Remove your valuables, roll up your windows, don't leave your car running unattended, lock your doors, and take your keys or fob. If you have information about a crime, call the police. If you suspect insurance fraud, also call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi Meech. We are live and direct at the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. Meech.
What's the word?
We was talking some business. We got some young entrepreneurs in the building. You guys met Edwin Lee, aka May. We got Darius Ashford, aka Baby Debo, in the building too.
I like that name.
I do too. Yeah.
I like that name.
What's up, Darius?
What's up?
It's so crazy because Darius is so silent, right? But when he played the song in the studio, I was like, this can't, yeah, right. Ain't no way this is the same person.
Yeah.
Talk about it. Walk us through the process of how you started Darius and how you ended up linking up with Ed.
Well, I started doing music actually because of Ed. I seen him go to the studio every day after school. It kind of motivated me and wanted me to kind of see if I could do the same thing he was doing.
Yeah.
And really, it just went from there.
So do you think that, well, first and foremost, that's dope. Because that means that your friend inspired you.
And then
right?
all it happened on the accident, right?
And it all happened on an accident, on a mix-up, right?
Yeah.
And wait till you hear it, you will see what I mean. Like, they are so talented. So prior to that, you didn't do music?
No, ma'am.
No, you had no interest in it?
No, ma'am.
See? Man, and he's so good. What is it that you love the most about doing music?
Being able to express myself, being able to really show how I'm feeling through my music and not really because I'm not really a social person, so it's kind of hard for me to explain my emotions or show my emotions to people, so I do it through my music.
How important is that, do you think, for your age, your generation?
I think it's very important, especially the way with our generation is going now. Like, I think it's really important.
Absolutely, absolutely. Meech.
I was gonna say, where do y'all think the generation is going?
With all the violence, I think it's heading in a bad direction, but also there's some people in our generation who actually found light in our generation, who found the good aspects of our generation, and was able to make a better lives for themselves doing that.
So do you feel, or both of y'all, do y'all feel programs like this can help bring light to the generation?
Yes, 100%.
Definitely.
Absolutely. So look, this is what I want to do in a real time, real moment. I want to pour into both of y'all, and not just because I know y'all, but I was listening to what you both said, and I want you to know that I heard you when you said that you're not a social person, but you speak. When I say you speak well, it's not proper, right? Like how some would say, oh, you talk good to be a young black. No, you speak well, meaning confident. Both of y'all do. Don't ever be afraid to express yourself, because the way that you guys are sitting here across from us today, this is practice, but it also shows, your upbringing, the people that you're around, your friends, your peers, and how you guys influence each other. So never be afraid. You know, your story is your story, and your story may inspire somebody else. So whenever you go somewhere, you sit down, keep doing it, man, for real.
Yeah, and I think y'all showing what the light you talking about.
Yes.
Like when you say that, it kind of resonates. It should resonate with our listeners and the rest of y'all peers in y'all generation that you right.
Yes, absolutely. So we're going to play Pape, but I want y'all to walk us to introduce it. And then when we come back from listening to it, you know, we're going to have y'all walk us through the process of how it was made and what your process is. So introduce Pape.
Well, when you say introduce, what do you mean?
So when you introduce it, you say your name, the name of the song, and the producer.
Oh, well, the name of the song is Pape, and the producer is Mech, aka Ed.
And whose song is it?
It's mine, Debo.
Let's go. That's right. Let's go.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
4 deep in black trucks like the president. I bought this Rollie from an angel, my watch heavy scent. Get rich or die try like I'm 50 Cent. Black van, roll up, I'm with many men. I'm the type of I don't like to argue. Bae, I'm a manipulator, I ain't mean to start you. Baby girl, you know I'm still young, I broke a heart or two. Bae, this love will get you drunk, something like Bacardi do. I won't be protected, baby, I won't micromanage. Me minus pay, baby, that's a disadvantage. They try to knock me down on my back, but I'm still standing. These diamonds on my neck, they keep holding me for ransom. It's just me and E and the SRT, switching lanes, track I'll be the G. You ain't catching me, see me on the E-way, you know I'm speeding. Ayy, go against the grain, it's like committing treason. Suited like a meeting, it's just me and E and the SRT, switching lanes, track I'll be the G. You ain't catching me, see me on the E-way, you know I'm speeding. Ayy, go against the grain, it's like committing treason. Suited like a meeting, tryna run it up and buy a Cully truck, I'm booting up. You see me with this icy, you gon' know what's up. You place me in that top 10, you know I'm one. Boy, I got my education, so I can't be done. I cannot miss this up. Xavier, you know I'm smashing hard in my own lane. You gon' have some consequences if you try to touch my chain. Right hook, then the left, towards jaw, out of frame. Circle X square, got the cheat codes to the game. I'm starting up a business, I'm getting to these binges. You keep me out your mentions, and we won't have no issue. Crying cause I took his J, do you need a tissue? Feeling like I'm Trump, I'm dropping hits just like a missile. It's just me and E and the SRT, switching lanes, track I'll be the G. You ain't catching me, see me on the E-way, you know I'm speeding. Ayy, go against the grain, it's like committing treason. Suited like a meeting, it's just me and E and the SRT, switching lanes, track I'll be the G. You ain't catching me, see me on the E-way, you know I'm speeding. Ayy, go against the grain, it's like committing treason. Suited like a meeting.
Let's go! 101.7 The Truth. That's Pape by Baby Debo, produced by May. Man, listen, I'm not gonna lie.
That's what the generation like right
Come
now.
on.
I mean, hey, look, I know exactly what's going on.
Fire. How old are you, Darius? 17. All right, check this, right? You have someone who just turned 16, someone who just turned 17. And they both have mentioned what this process has done for them.
Mm-hmm.
They could be doing a million other things, but instead they in the studio.
They could be doing exactly what y'all don't want them to do.
Come
That's
on
what
now.
I say. I mean, I would keep it real. They could be doing exactly what you don't want them to do.
That's right. So, Meech, as a legend in this city, especially working with young artists and discovering young artists. What is your take on what you just heard?
I mean, I know what's going on. I mean,
well,
it's fire.
Break it down.
It's fire. I mean, especially for their generation, it's exactly what they listen to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not in the context, it's in the feel of it. You know what I'm saying? It's the way it feels for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, somebody older than us might not even care for it, but they gotta know like it was artists that, you know, that we like that was giving off the same vibe, the same vibration.
Absolutely.
And we didn't know their background, how they came up as kids. These young boys is telling you exactly what they thinking and how this changing, like where they could be, you know, the light that's in their generation, where it could be versus like what this program or being in this situation has done for them. Like
absolutely
coming like off an accident though.
Off an accident, but well, not an accident because nothing is coincidence. But like without it being intentional, it just happened, and then it happened to be just raw talent that they stumbled up on. From my stance, and I've said this to you guys before, but the quality, like the quality of the music that they're making is top tier for them to be so young. The way that he know how to place the drums, where to place them, the way that he actually rides the beat, because a lot of artists here sound, and it's no like they sound the same, they rap off beat. But his cadence, and for me as an artist, is always the delivery. So when you said that you don't know how to, you know, you're not social, you don't know how to really express yourself, I could tell in your music, because that's when your delivery is the strongest. And you have a very powerful voice, and that beat, like you two are like Zay and Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Like it just match. You know what I mean? It matches. And it's important for y'all to understand that if y'all don't know anything else, I want y'all to understand this. I'm glad that it happened. I'm grateful to have y'all as my students, and I'm eager to see where y'all go from here, because y'all still young. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, so when people in the older generation question the influence of music, this is what it does.
This is what it does.
It gives them something to do.
Come on.
It doesn't matter the context of what they're making.
Yes.
What they could be doing besides music is what the issue is.
And to your point, Meech, I'm going to piggyback off of that, right? Well, not piggy because I don't like pork, but I'm going to double back off of that. Me personally, I get tired of the criticism, because if you want them to make different music, change the environment.
Yeah.
As adults, we have responsibilities to change the environment. When I was their age rapping, I rapped about certain stuff because that's where I grew up. That's what I've seen. It's just like Easy and everybody else, we're reporting live from the streets. And let's be clear, nothing was wrong with what they said. I actually think it's dope. And I think that it matches their persona. His name is May. He got that vibe. Baby Debo, he got that vibe. And they're not doing it in a way where they're, you know, is overly threatening or overly offensive.
I don't think the music, the context or what the music even, it doesn't matter. It's if they was working on cars trying to be mechanics,
yes,
and they was listening to the gangster rap music, would it matter?
Come on
you
now.
What I mean? Like what the type of music they listen to or the type of music that influenced them matter. If they was doing something else, it would. That's the only thing that we concerned about.
That's
as long as they not actually taking upon what the music that we don't want them listening to, you know, taking upon the actions of what's in the music.
That song I love, I listen to in my car. It don't make, as an adult, it don't make me feel like a way. It makes me feel like Jacket. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel youthful. It makes me want to have fun.
It go right along with the rest of the music.
And I'm 38, right? So again, this is just a moment of clarity, because this platform is for the youth. Let's be clear. And I want them to be able to, like the number one thing that saved me and made me successful was I never stopped dreaming. Okay? No matter what you go through, no matter how, dream until you delusional, because I promise you one day it's going to happen. Keep dreaming until you delusional. Block out all the nonsense. Every generation never understands the generation under them. This ain't new. You know, but either you are a part of the problem or the solution. I try to understand y'all, and now I do because I sit down and have these conversations, which is why I invited y'all on the show. So I want y'all to know I'm proud of y'all, for real. I'm proud of y'all. And we gonna get into how this song came about. We gotta go to break to pay some bills. Do not touch that dial. We got Edwin Lee, aka May, Darius Ashford, aka Baby Debo in the building. 101.7 The Truth.
I always had to be so good, no one could ignore me. Carve my path with data and drive. But some people only see who I am on paper. The paper ceiling, the limitations from degree screens to stereotypes that are holding back over 70 million stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time for skills to speak for themselves. Find resources for breaking through barriers at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
'Cause remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
One on 1.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi Meech. We are live and direct. We got Notes for Notes students and Dr. Howard Fuller Collegiate Academy students in the building. Edwin Lee, aka May, Baby Debo, Darius Ashford. We just hired Pape. Walk us through that process, both of y'all. Ed, we'll start with you. What was that process like making that beat?
I'm not gonna lie. I had made that after school. I was just sitting there, Darius and my after school teacher Nick. It was talking, and I was
shout out to Nick Grace.
Yeah, shout out to him. That's my dog.
Yeah,
he the reason I made it this far. I can't believe I ain't give him no shout out.
Yeah,
he the reason I made it this far. Shout out to him.
Yep.
But him and Darius, they was sitting there talking, and I'm sitting at the big station. I'm just putting down a melody, and I'm like, man, this low key sound like baseball a little bit. So
Yeah.
I had initially named the beat MLB.
It do sound like the bass. Wow.
Yeah, I had named it MLB because it sounded like a baseball interlude.
Yeah.
Like when they mid game, you hear that sound.
Mm-hmm.
And as they talking, I'm like, the melody done. Time to throw some drums down. I throw the drums down. They shut up. Now they looking at the screen.
Yeah.
Now they seeing what I'm doing.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
had made that beat in like 30 minutes. And after school, we in there for like
2-3 hours.
about 2 hours. About 2 hours. I made to be in like 30 minutes while they talking. And as soon as I get done with that beat, he hop on and start spitting.
Come on now.
Yeah.
What's your process?
Really, that whole song was it was from off the top of my head, and Nick had to. At first, I was kind of nervous of rapping in front of Nick and Ed, but Nick just he just set me straight like, hey, it's only us in here.
Yeah.
So I wasn't as nervous to really rap in front of them, and it just came out how it came out.
Before then, have you rapped in front of anybody?
Besides probably freestyling on the bus in middle school with my friends, no. But that was kind of different because like we all was doing it, so it was like
fun.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, raw talent, natural. Like you can't make this up. How important? So we know at Howard Fuller, right, that you guys have a support system set in place with the adults to make sure that y'all have what y'all need.
Mm-hmm.
Not just at school, but outside of school. How important is it for you guys to get the adults in the older generation to understand what you're doing and that you need the support?
It's very important because with the reputation that this new younger generation is setting, a lot of old people don't want to support. And we have to be it's hard for the ones who are different and are trying to stick out to stick out. Because we like imagine in a room of kids putting their hand up.
Yes.
Like, the teacher asked a question, a room of kids, all of them putting their hand up. All the kids in the front got the wrong answer, but you in the back and you got your hand up. But everybody he called on before you, they all said the wrong answer. Now he getting tired of them saying the wrong answer, so he not gonna call on nobody else. So you in the back, you got the right answer, and you know you do.
Yeah.
But he ain't calling on you because he tired of everybody else giving the wrong answer.
Man.
So somehow we have to stick out and make sure that he call on us so that we can show him that we know what we doing. We got the right answer. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Let me ask, what does what does the adults get wrong about y'all generation?
I could say that they say that we too violent, but there's some truth to that. But I feel like they see the violent, group of like our generation, and they group us with them. It's like.
Like, how do you separate?
Yeah, like we can't separate ourselves. They just group us all in one bunch. Like, okay, 5 group of kids over there, they way too violent. Okay, these 2 kids right here, they the same. They just like them. We gonna bunch them together.
There's no separation.
Yeah, there's no separation between
They
them.
look the same, so we gonna put them in the same group.
Exactly.
Man, listen, I appreciate that because that helps me understand y'all more as well. Like, not just because y'all my students, but the perspective, the analogy y'all gave is fire because that's exactly what's happening. And we try so hard to have platforms like these so that the world can hear it, right? Even outside of this, my call to action will be for the listeners and people out there to, whether it's them or another youth, to really take heed to what's being said, because everybody likes to talk about the problems. This is going on. This was on the front page of the news. Nobody's going to the direct source.
Yeah, like, do y'all even consider yourself YNs?
No.
No, not at all.
Why not?
I consider myself far away from that community because I don't do the stuff that they do that puts them in that category. Like wearing certain clothes, wearing certain clothes, talking a certain way, talking to people a certain way, and like stealing cars, being a hothead. I'm one of the chillest people you're gonna ever meet.
Yeah.
And like going out being aggressive and acting like you just so arrogant. Like you can't nobody touch you. Just because you have a weapon or you got plenty of people you could call up to handle something. To me, that is so lame.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like if you
that's
can't,
trying to be grown and you know you're not. Yeah. That's how I look at it.
To me, if you got a problem with somebody and you can't handle that problem one-on-one, and you gotta call people up to handle that person for you,
yes,
it's lame.
Yeah.
Like if you and somebody fight or y'all threaten to fight and you say, I get 30 people to come up here and do you right now.
Yeah.
That's lame.
Yeah.
You can't handle it yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta get other people to do it for you.
Before we head out, y'all want to get some shout outs?
Definitely shout out to Nick. Shout out Nick Grace. Definitely.
Shout out to Nick. Shout out to Mr. Derek, the old studio teacher. He had got me in there before.
Yeah.
He the reason I'm doing this now. Shout out to God, definitely.
Yeah, definitely God. Shout out to my big brother that's outside the studio right now.
Right there. Definitely.
Y'all parents?
Definitely. Shout out to my parents.
Definitely my parents.
Yeah.
Definitely my parents. I think shout out to my mom for even trusting me to go to the studio over the summer, because if she ain't let me do that, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
That's right. Come on, man. Let's go. Thank y'all so much for joining in, and know that we're going to continue to support y'all however we can. All right. Tap in tomorrow. Every day, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. with Mech and Jazz, 101.7 The Truth. Y'all have a safe night.
Trying to run it up and buy a Cully truck, I'm booting up. You see me with this icy, you gon' know what's up. You place me in that top 10, you know I'm one. Boy, I got my education, so I can't be done. I cannot miss this up. Xavier.